Hello and welcome back to another show of The Big Focus. What an eventful week it has been for football, and especially if you're a Liverpool fan. After a long wait, 30 years of wait, they have finally reached the summit of the Premier League podium. And what an arduous task it was. What a journey full of heartaches, near misses, blood and sweat, a lot of toiling around. And finally, they have made it right to the top. And again, of course, in conjunction with that, in the spirit of Liverpool winning the championship, I'm actually joined today by three special guests. All right, and of course, no prize for guessing. They are all Liverpool fans themselves. But before I actually introduce to you three of my Scousers, well, you can't call them Scousers because according to one of my guests, the Scousers is actually a noble tag that is used for Liverpool fans. So let's not call them Scousers, but three really long, ardent, standing Liverpool fans. Before we do so, just to take note, right now, today we are actually broadcasting for the first time ever through YouTube and Facebook Live. So for those of you guys who are watching us live on Facebook right now, please do give us a thumbs up or even just put it in the comment if the audio and the visuals are all good on your end. I think that will be much appreciated. And also for today, at the end of the show, we will announce the winner of our giveaway sessions. So there's actually two jerseys of any choice, be it retro, club jerseys of current and even international jerseys up for grabs. All right, so two names, again, names will be generated right end of the show. So I hope you all hold on to your seats. And what will happen for today? All right, the show will actually be segmented into two different portions. So for the first 60 minutes is all Liverpool. So right now we let them bask in their glory, let them speak about this title winning act. And right after 60 minutes, I will be joined by another set of panel. Of course, they are non-Liverpool supporters, and we will hear it from their perspective, the non-Liverpool fans. All right, so let's cut the chase. This is going to be an interesting one. Usually, traditionally, we go on for 90 minutes, but please do forgive us if we go a teeny wee bit above the normal running time of 90 minutes. This might even stretch for 2 hours, man. But let's keep the comment section active. Just rain in with your thoughts. Even if it's a hate comment, coming from people of non-Liverpool, please do so, and probably we can get the guests to actually address them all together. All right, so again, let's get straight into action. I'm really excited about this. Bring on the first guest. Quite a familiar face. Again, he likes to actually engage in a banter. He has slayed a couple of Man City fans. Also, I would say a couple of United. He has done a lot for United. Featured prominently for all my streets interview, especially when Liverpool's are actually victorious. Most of the time they are. So again, another familiar face, Syed Faris.
Hey man,
Buddy, how are you, man? You good?
I'm good.
You good? So right now, have you gotten any sleep yet after what happened last week? After you guys have been crowned champion, have you gotten yourself any rest, any sleep? Because I know some of you guys didn't go to sleep for the next 2 days, man.
Belly. I just can't believe that we just won the league.
All right. And just so that the guests, and I think some of them are new to this, just so that they know, again, you have featured prominently for us many of the time, every single time when it's Liverpool, you are always there. Tell the crowd, man, those viewers out there who are watching, when did this love affair with Liverpool started for you personally, man? Go on.
Personally, it was the love started for Liverpool is in the FA Cup final with 2001, Michael Owen Cup final, against Arsenal.
Okay,
That's when the love started.
You don't have to mention the opponent. Just the game. I didn't ask for the opponent. So it started in the FA Cup final. So that was about what now? About nearly 20 plus odd years ago.
Yeah, about 20 plus odd years.
20 years. Yeah. Okay. And
2022.
2022. So that's it. I just want to add a bit of context so that people would actually know how long you have been supporting Liverpool. So 20 odd years for you. Good times. All right. Right now, let the good times roll. So hang on, Faris. We've got more to go through, especially for Liverpool. All right, and also please keep it spicy, Faris. Just be yourself today. All right. And then the next one, brand new debutant, Mr. Rishi. Rishi, how are you doing? You good?
Yeah, what a time to be alive, man.
What a time to be alive.
Yes, of course. I've as you said, I couldn't sleep for a couple of days from the day we lifted the title, but I think I'm slowly digesting the fact lah.
And Rishi, same question, man, for Faris. How long and when did this actually love affair with Liverpool started for you personally?
Okay, so I was 9 when I was first introduced to Liverpool by my uncle. So it's been 11 years. Okay. So the first match I went to was when they actually came to Singapore in 2009. Okay. They play against Singapore. So that was my first Liverpool match, and ever since I've just been following them throughout.
No turning back, I guess.
Thick and true, yes.
Good choice, good choice.
And do you remember specifically, Rishi, during that moment when you actually witnessed them live? Was there one particular player you saw in flesh and you were starstruck?
Fernando Torres.
Fernando Torres, El Nino. Wow.
Fernando Torres. El
Okay.
Nino.
El Nino.
He was because when I first went to the game, I didn't know anything about the players. I had no knowledge about the club whatsoever. So my uncle was actually explaining to me about all the players and all. So Fernando Torres really caught my eye. So I've been following Fernando Torres, but it really hurt me that he left the club in 2012, 2013. Yeah.
People come, people go, man. But then again, kudos to your uncle. Kudos to your uncle. What a great job he has done for his nephew. I mean, kudos to Rishi uncle, wherever you are.
Flawless.
Perfect job, man. Perfect job. That is being an uncle lesson 101. Teach your nephews to support Liverpool, especially in the current climate. All right, Rishi. So I'm glad to have you here. More to go,
Thanks
Rishi. All right. So again, keep yourself tight. The next one, about 365 kilometers all the way from KL. We had to bring in, we had to go through the border, special permit from the ICA. And also it was quite a dangerous task to bring the next guest in because he looks like one particular Malaysian politician. I'm not going to divulge much information. Let's hear it from the man himself. They call him Anis, aka the mayor. Mr. Anis, how are you doing in Malaysia? Good?
Yeah, great. Feeling great. Feeling great. Just have to be natural, and that this is what I'm going to do, man. Long awaited, man. Long awaited.
Wow. The spirit of festivity can be felt, man, even through this virtual channel. And Anis, look at the jersey that you're donning on. Again, this looks like way back into the 80s or even early 90s, man. The love affair with Liverpool, Mr. Mayor. When did it actually start for you?
Okay, it started when I think season 86-87 season.
Wow.
Two of my favorite players in the team, which is Steve McMahon and also Ronnie Millen. That's my two heroes, my club heroes for Liverpool. Way back.
Okay. And was there one particular match that actually swayed the influence for you, Anis? Was there one match that in particular you watched and then that was the love affair?
The love affair. You're talking about one particular match. It's coming back to 2002 season.
Okay.
It is because I was in Anfield.
Wow. Tell us more, man. Tell us more.
93rd minute, a cross by Emil Heskey and Vladimir Smisser scored a goal against Chelsea. 1-0 in the game over. That's what I was there. I was there. In Anfield, watching it live, and how the cup fan actually celebrate with people who around the world. They threw us up in body surf and brought us all up to the back few rows back.
Wow.
Exactly.
I'm glad
I was with my friend, another good friend.
Okay.
He went with me. His name is Erwan. Anyway, he's from Singapore. So, but oh man, it was really fantastic. I was way back a couple of rows back until I can see him right, pretty small in front there. I was like, have to run back down to where my seat was. So that was my really love. You can feel the difference.
Okay.
You can feel the difference and the presence of Liverpool fan. Totally different.
My God, wow, what a memory. And from 2002, Vladimir Spisser, and now in 2020, we are speaking about a title-winning act. Who would have thought? But then again, that's the story, that's the fairy tale. Again, the run has actually come to really a maverick end. This is marvelous stuff from Liverpool. And before we proceed into, again, lesson proper, let's take a couple of our comment section. Right now, we are being streamed. We have a couple of comments online. So let's take them up. We've got Itmas here. Champions, you never walk alone. Hey, thank you so much for watching, Itmas. Thank you so much. And also, we've got one from Al Shafi. Sure or not? I'm very sure Shafi is actually directing this to probably Faris. Sure or not? Faris, you look tired, man. You need some sleep. Hey, Joel, sleep can wait, man. Sleep can wait. All right, and then the next one. Magista 11. Come on, Uganda. Alamak, come on, Ugandans. Bro, this one we bring later after the 60 minutes mark. Saka signed the thing. All right. And then we got one of our regular. Haikal Ismail. Campione.
Ole, ole, ole.
I think that song must have been on repeat mode on his Spotify, man. Because he has been singing that song all day long since last week. Haikal, it's my time to get a brand new playlist for you. All right. And then next one, hello everyone, many happy faces tonight. Yeah, congrats on winning the title. Hello Faisal, how are you? Hope you're doing good. You know, Faisal again, one of our familiar faces, one of the most hardcore Liverpool fans I've known personally. Hope you're doing well yourself, Faisal. And then Michael actually chime in as well. Say I can't barely sleep, man. After we were crowned champions, I think that sentiment is being shared across all Liverpool fans. You know, nothing new, nothing new. And also a couple of stuff. Joel, Faris, smile a bit, bro. Muka serious. Again, Joel, kudos to your uncle Rishi. My uncle's all right, but the Devils kind of took over instead. Dude,
Tragic.
for what this was, you know, it was a good 26 years, man, for United. You know, so again, no complaints. All right, so and then we've got one Shaheen Daniel. Thank you so much for actually chiming in live with us, Shaheen. Do you think there's anything wrong with fans or rival clubs, say United or Everton, being happy for Liverpool and Liverpool fans? Probably the mayor want to start this off, mayor.
Anything wrong with fans or rival clubs saying
Yeah.
being happy for Liverpool? There's nothing wrong. If you are a true Liverpool, if you're a true football fan, you will know that you are rivals, but you're not enemies.
Whoa, perfect.
Because my principle, my policy very simple. They say talking about football, football unites. Example, World Cup. Simple. You can be rivals from anything, Manchester, bantering, all this kind of stuff, but it still comes down to football, because football unite. They will unite. People will unite. We have that example of World Cup, like I mentioned, so there's nothing wrong.
There you go, Shaheen. You heard it first from the mayor. You know, football should unite. So there should be nothing wrong with us praising Liverpool, especially when the one that is being praised deserve all the praise in the world. You know, so again, let's continue to wax lyricals about that because they absolutely deserve it. The next one, another one. Emmanuel Robert. Do you think Werner would make a difference if he came to LFC? Congrats to you all from United fan. Rishi, maybe you want to start the ball rolling?
Okay, first of all, thank you for congratulating Emmanuel. I think Werner would have made a difference if he had came to Liverpool, but I also think that it'll be harder for Klopp to actually balance playing time between him and Firmino, per se, because they are both of similar. They have similar playing styles. They are of the similar ability, in my opinion. But I was pretty sure that Werner was going to join us till he ditched us for Chelsea and in the last minute. I don't know what happened there. I think Frank Lampard, I don't know what on earth he did. But I don't feel hurt about it.
Okay.
I feel that it's completely fine.
All right.
So yeah, I'm just raring to go for the next season, man.
That's the spirit, man, Richie. That's the spirit. Keep up the spirit. And yeah, I think nobody should actually cry foul, especially for Liverpool in the position of yours. You know, you got a long line of queue, you know, waiting on the doors of Anfield. So yeah, losing Werner might look like, you know, again, it might look like it was detrimental for you guys to miss him. But I'm very sure, you know, if it's not Werner, it's going to be somebody, right?
Yeah,
And
surely, yeah.
and then the next one by Shaheen Daniel. Great answer. Big difference between rival and enemies. Yes, spot on. I think, again, in essence, what the mayor tried to say, you know, football, at the end of the day, it should actually unite. And Magista 11 again, chiming in. Congratulations to LFC on the long wait. Truly deserve the way Klopp has brought this team. And yes, staying on Klopp, perfect time for us to segue into our first segment. Of course, thank you so much, Magista. The big focus, this is actually the special edition. Of course, this is again segmented into two different portions. The first one, all about Liverpool today. And for those of you guys who are watching us live from both YouTube and also Facebook, please do leave your comments and also questions for any one of our guests or even for me, myself. Just leave it in a comment, and like what I did just now, we will just pick this up randomly. All right. And also just a big shout out to our sponsor, the All Kid Shop _ that is actually their Instagram handle. They are actually the one responsible for the giveaway. Do check them out, guys. High quality grade of retro kits, you know, and whatever kits that you need, they got it all in store. I got for Arsenal the Bruce Banana, and I'm really happy for that purchase. Best purchase so far for 2020. And let's go to our first section. All right, the man himself, aka Mr. Klopo. Here you go. Yeah, here you go. Big smile on his face, year to year. Let's start with Syed Faris, man. Syed Faris, again, I would love to talk about your title winning act. All right, everybody wants to talk about it, but let's take it back all the way 4.5 seasons back ago, or 4.5 years ago, when he took over the hot seat. All right, you guys were again on a good streak with Brendan Rodgers, and then he went on a bit of a decline. Sadly, he had to go. Jurgen Klopp came in. What a famous interview. Everybody now is again rewinding the interview again. He mentioned he is the normal one, and he also did mention he actually prophesied this title-winning act. He says that give him 4 years, he is very sure that he's going to get you one title. Let's start with the man himself, Kloppo. What is that one singular impressive attributes or characteristic about Klopp that you adore personally, Faris? Can you hear me, Faris?
Okay, for Klopp, I think I like his charisma, lah. The way he brings himself. Then he's quite humble also. He don't want the attention to be known for him to be like the special one. He just want to be the normal one. You see. Then he promised 4.5 years. And yes, he did it. So he already has a plan, like what he did in Dortmund. He already, before he came in, he has a plan. So in a similar club like Liverpool, I think he also has his plan lah. Then he worked it out with FSG. Everything goes smoothly. Then he also inherited a not good, not bad Brendan Rodgers team lah. Not so good, not so bad. So yeah, I but the thing I love the most is charisma lah.
Charisma.
The love for his fans and whatnot lah.
Yeah, agree. I think it's very hard to disagree.
And making us promising us to be believers from doubters.
Right, great point. Mayor, one name actually again came into contention. Brendan Rodgers. How big of an influence, right, would Rodgers play or would have played going into this title-winning act? Because as you know, before then you had people like Roy Hodgson, and you even had Kenny Dalglish, and again it didn't work out to a T. And then came Rodgers. He was blowing every top team apart. I'm an Arsenal fan. Again, everybody knows that. We are really scared to travel to Anfield, because usually it will turn up into a massacre. So fast-flowing football, but at the end of the day, he fell short of it. But when Klopp took over, at that current point in time, it wasn't the same Liverpool, because this Liverpool right now is on everybody's lip. Don't you agree that Brendan Rodgers had a part to play in this again in this marvelous run to the championship itself, Mia?
Okay. For what I can say, honestly, he did. I mean, he did something for Liverpool. I have to agree. There's a part, and also there's a role that he had played actually to pull this team together and building on. And when Klopp took over, he built more to it, and he became better. But I have to agree that he did play an important role as in the so-called a new era of a Liverpool team. So we can see actually Liverpool they were improving, but not as quickly as what Klopp has done. So the fans were actually me, like the minorities, the fans minorities. As he actually looking at it like we were amazed, when he mentioned we will win at least one silverware within the 4 years that we said. So he meant it, see. So then I can tell that it came from his heart. So Brendan Rodgers, to me, yes, he did play that in the role in the time to set up the Liverpool team, which give a vital push and make Klopp took the rest of like 80% of what Liverpool is right now.
Okay, yep, great point, Mia. Thank you so much for that. I think what Klopp did, he actually sprinkled the magic dust on Liverpool, because Liverpool were already half baked, but he actually turned everything into a solid product. And again, like I mentioned, I think when we are conversing about Liverpool again in this marvelous run, sometimes we get drowned away with passion. We tend to forget that he actually did play. Even if it's a minor role, he was actually involved in this. Because like you mentioned rightly so, Mayor, he actually brought upon a new dawn, a new era for Liverpool. And then on Klopp came and sprinkled the magic dust.
Just let me add a little bit. Even after the title was made known that Liverpool is the champion for the Premier League 2019-2020, Brendan Rodgers did give a small interview with regards of how he congratulated Liverpool because he was truly from the bottom of his heart. I think there's a video about it too, and I think most of the Liverpool fans also has watched it, and we can tell that he actually meant it from his heart. So we know that he did play an important role from there as well.
Fantastic. And yep, there you go. For those of you guys who haven't caught that video, please do so. By Brendan Rodgers, it seems like he has actually moved the mayor. It might move you guys too, and it's the sincerity that's actually touched the mayor. And also, let's move to Rishi now. Rishi, of course, for the longest time, even for the non-Liverpool fans, as much as we love a good old banter, but there's always that one guy that we would love to see him, lifting that elusive trophy. You're talking about your legendary number 8, man, Steven Gerrard. How gutted are you right now to see Liverpool finally lifting the title that has eluded you for the last 30 years, and not to see your Captain Fantastic, Captain Marvel, not lifting this at the podium?
When you mentioned Stevie G, how close was he to lifting the title before the infamous slip against Chelsea? That one really hit me, man, very hard. I sat the whole night up crying. We went on to lose the title to Chelsea themselves, and I was hopeful. I was hopeful that they were going to do it in the subsequent seasons after that, but sad that they didn't. And to know that they actually lifted the title this season without Stevie G, I mean, there is a part of me that I feel for him. I feel for him. I was talking to my friends about it, so I was like, if I had a choice, I would sign Stevie G just to make him lift the title.
But he's got to play a couple of matches though before he does that.
Yeah. Of course. So yeah, I mean, the title aside, I think Stevie G really deserves something. He was, for the most of his career, he was a one club man, right, so to speak, and like nearing his retirement, he moved to LA Galaxy for a bit. So I do feel for him. I really do feel for him for not lifting the title. But I know that the players, after lifting the title this season, they actually dedicated to Stevie G himself.
Yep.
Yeah, that's quite touched.
Yeah, and I think the video that actually broke the internet, again, the now famous interview Sky Sport had with Klopp, he was all reddish, on his face, and he did a bit, and he said this is for Stevie. He thanked Graham Souness. He even thanked people like Kenny Dalglish, who mentioned, Stevie is the leg of Liverpool, and the soul is King Kenny himself. What a great man, what a great speech. Although he was half drunk, you could see it, by his skin snatch. Again, let's go back to the man himself, Kloppo. Right, when he came in, he says that you guys gonna win something in again 4+ seasons, or another 4 years. He's gonna win that one title at least. Did you believe him when he actually said that? Did you actually have the belief that he actually is gonna win you something during the interview himself? Looks like we have another secret Liverpool fan at the back,
Yeah, when he came, I do believe because with the success he had with Dortmund, I do believe. I wasn't a doubter when he came to sign for Liverpool. And in fact, he made us believe again when he brought us to 2 finals with Rodgers' team. So if you can do that with Brendan Rodgers' team, what more can you do with your own team, you see?
True.
Yeah.
No, exactly. You took the words right off my mouth because I was about to read this comment by Faisal. Brilliant by him. Klopp took Brendan Rodgers players to 2 cup finals. Staying with cup finals themselves, again, this is a bit of a dicey issue, the mayor, because with cup finals, it's only good when you win it, not when you finish runner-up. So you lost to Sevilla in the UEFA Cup. It was a thrilling 3-3 and then you actually bottled it. And then also the Champions League against Real Madrid. When you guys lost that 2 finals, were there again a bit of doubt creeping into yourself, Mayor, thinking that maybe this is the guy that will not take us to the final line, but he will at least bring us to 3/4 of the journey?
Faris has mentioned it earlier on. There was never a doubt when Klopp came on signing for Liverpool and to take over as a Liverpool head man. So I personally think, about 5 years, 4 years ago as well, when Klopp took over, I was also being asked by presenter about, do you think that Liverpool will win a trophy when Klopp take over? I told them the same thing that I'm going to tell them now. I said that the belief that you have to put in to someone that you actually know that can bring you victory, it shows on the face, and also it shows on how he actually handled the players. That is very very obvious. You know how he mentioned, how he talks, and after every match, you can tell. I mean, after match, you can see that how he hugs the players, how he shakes hands with the players, even to the opponents as well. So this man we can tell that it is actually for the love of football that he has. He will give it right there and then at the field, and also for the team. So as in from Borussia Dortmund, Faris also mentioned that Borussia Dortmund, what he has done for Borussia Dortmund, it's way beyond that. That I know that Liverpool will be as high as that and even higher. As you can see, he didn't win any of the Champions League or UEFA League together with Borussia Dortmund when he was there. He always fell short to second. But with Liverpool, he knows. He did some thieving around there. For 2018-2019, we lost with Real Madrid. A couple of bad moves there, here and there. You know, a goalkeeper miscatch the ball and all this kind of stuff. But that can't help. That clock can't help that.
Yeah.
So, but what he had brought into the team, he changed their mindset, and he gave the team a belief that we will make it this time, no matter what. So that's what we can tell about Klopp. I can tell about Klopp.
That's really insightful. Again, you've pledged full allegiance, like you also mentioned. Bear patience, and you guys are actually reaping the rewards right now. Sweet fruit, man, sweet fruit. Before I go to Rishi, a couple of interesting comments that I really want to pick up right now. So let me just go on. Just now, I think I picked this up before just now by Don S. Mayor love the club. G. This must again. We don't need Werner. We have Roberto Firmino. I think more on that later on. That's part of the agenda, all right, for Liverpool. Also, Al Shafi, again in the same vein. It's all about transfer and stuff. Rumors. Naby Keita is unhappy at Liverpool due to lack of playing time. Again, this will be addressed by all of our guests later on, Shafi. So just hang on there.
It's just rumors, Shafi. It's just rumors.
But I know Robert again. After this season for you all, what are your next step forward maintaining greatness? Again, we will address this. This is actually part of the agenda as well. So the next one, the aging athlete. Klopp leads by example. He wants 110% on the pitch, and he gives his 120% on the sideline. Couldn't have said it any better, man.
Yeah.
Hafi Hakim, my big man Faris, is your cup gold though? All in all, truly a deserved champion.
Yeah, all I gotta say is 2 seasons, 2 defeats.
and
Better than getting anything goal, you know.
So I guess Hafi is an Arsenal fan himself. Hafi, if they need any stark reminder of what happened to us, I actually brought this shirt. Invincible. It's yours goal. This is good fun. Same goes to Dortmund. Klopp doing quite well until he lost the Champions League to Bayern. After this season, Dortmund not the same as previous season, and this is where I think the marker is again for Dortmund. He actually completely capitulated. He wasn't the same Klopp, and also that actually led to his resignation. It was a tearful one. But this is where it's slightly different for Liverpool, because after those 2 painful defeats and also a narrow defeat in the Premier League, he got even better. I think, and this is a more mature Klopp, a better rendition than he was in Dortmund. I think that comes with age as well and experience. The next one, figure of speech from the depressing team of Balotelli, Adam Lambert, etc., to exciting players like Salah, Mane, and others. Klopp deserves a statue outside of Anfield. I'll stick with this point. Rishi, this is on for you, man. You look at the transition. Balotelli, Lambert, and all these players, and now you've got, the front, the Holy Trinity, Bobby, you got, Sadio, and also Mo. Again, in terms of the transition itself, are you really taken by surprise at how quick the whole process has been from those players that that has been mentioned to whatever that you have right now?
I think the transition was. I think rather than speaking about how quick it was, I think that how much confidence the fans had in the players the front three who came to Liverpool at first. Because Mo Salah, as we all know, he didn't do quite well in Chelsea. Mane, he was from Southampton. I mean, he was a rising talent back then. Now he has proven himself. Firmino, before he came to Liverpool, I don't think so. A lot of people had a clue about him. So when the three of them, when they came to Liverpool, I was quite doubtful. I should admit, I was quite doubtful. I think the player that I had the most trust in was Mane because I've seen him play in the EPL before. I don't really follow the Bundesliga and the yeah. So apart from Mane, the two other players I was quite doubtful, especially Salah, because Salah didn't actually have a lot of playing time under Jose Mourinho. But after seeing videos of how he performed in Roma and stuff, I was pretty confident, and he lived up to my expectations as well.
Okay, all right. And Rishi, just a cheeky question for you, man. Could Klopp have done it with Ricky Lambert up front? Maybe Balotelli on the left. Could he have done it with all those players? What do you think? From
I
doubters
don't
to
think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Ricky Lambert was pretty old at that point itself. So Balotelli was Balotelli lah. You all know. So I know they wouldn't have done it lah. They wouldn't have done it.
Right. And again, this is a good, a fair testament for your scouting team, man. You know, something that has not been praised quite often. I think your scouting team is absolutely world class. You know, I think the way you actually does about your transfer business is really, really good. You guys base it on sports science and a lot of again data and a lot of analyzation or a lot of analysis on data. That's very, very good, and that's the way forward for many clubs. I think a lot of clubs will now again have a keen eye over Liverpool's transfer model, and yeah, that's actually a forward-thinking side of Liverpool.
And also to touch on that, I think one influential figure behind our transfers was Michael Edwards. He was the director of technical and performance, and he also negotiated the price of players whom we bought. And I'm just going to pull up some stats here. So the last 10 seasons, right, the money spent by title winners. I'm not sure if anyone has seen this. Okay, so the least money spent was by Manchester United in the 2010-2011 season, which was 6.3 million. And I mean that was 2010-2011. The price tag were way different from how it is now. So in current times, the most that was spent was obviously Manchester City, 284.4 million, and the least was spent by Liverpool this season, which was only 8.6 million. So I think the influential figure to that was Michael Edwards. At first when he was given the task to be our director of football, I think a lot of people didn't really support that system, so they didn't trust transfers to be handled by director of football. So when Michael Edwards actually proved himself, I think, if you ask me, I think he deserves a statue as well, just beside Klopp, honestly.
He does, of course. Rishi, thank you so much. You came in prepared. That's really good. Rishi, you are on for the next show, okay? I book you first. So
yeah, thanks, man.
All right, that's great, man. Yeah, and you mentioned about money. I think again, money has again long been in the conversation. Usually, when you talk about again a title-winning team, I think one strong correlation is about the spending habit. And again, what makes it all more again impressive for Liverpool this season is of the amount of money that they actually spent. In fact, close to zero. If you take you take away Takumi Minamino's transfer, I personally believe it wasn't so much about performance for Minamino. It's more about the business side of Liverpool, just going into Asia. But then again, that you rightly mentioned, Rishi, the least amount of money spent, but right now look at the amount of success that you have actually garnered. Again, that speaks volume of great backroom staff that supported Klopp all the way in this wonderful journey of yours. And then let's go on. We talk about Klopp. I think by Joel Robert again, we talk about Klopp and players. A huge shout out to their owners, FSG. Yeah, same thing. Again in the same vein as your sentiment just now, for keeping faith with Klopp despite not winning any silverware in his first two seasons, and that is the kind of mentality we need. And also for you guys out there, for FSG themselves, they also actually took over the Boston Red Sox in America, and again, same story as Liverpool, that Boston Red Sox, sleeping giant. They have not won the title for the longest time, more than 30 years. Then along came FSG and they won it. So this FSG has a really, really good track record of turning against sports businesses into something that's profitable and also that's most importantly enjoyable for the fans. Not like Stan Kroenke, Q Arsenal. Alright. And so Faisal Jabbar, again, all the 7 matches to see of the season. Now the title has been sealed. Will Klopp rest his regulars and start with his youngsters? Faris, let's go on, man. Now that you guys signed, sealed, delivered, according to the words of TV Wonder, is this the time for the younger ones to come in and show what they can actually do for Liverpool in times to come?
No, I think he might, but also he also want to have that one loss in the season. So I think he might still play the boys, the regular guys. to keep up with the one defeat only lah. So make it only one defeat this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
But
and
the
it-
youngsters also got chance lah. I mean, like Harvey Elliott, Nico Williams, all good players. But I love to see them start lah. I love to see Larana complete his few games because Larana still have few games to complete.
okay, yeah. A bit of
Yeah,
mileage.
to get the medal. Yeah, he needs a bit more mileage. So to have the medal lah. So hope to
Okay.
see more of Larana, Harvey Elliott, and Nico Williams.
Sure. All right. So that's your side of it, and let's go on to the whole just the crux of this whole edition today, the winning title. You know, again the championship itself. You know, you guys winning it. But before that, let's start a bit on the sour note. Let's take a journey back to when it started. All right. Start off with the key injuries first, because of course they say to be champions, you got to be really lucky with your injuries. All right, and there are a couple of really I think crucial injuries that actually happened to Liverpool, and you thought that those injuries might actually derail them. Let's start off with the first one. All right, in fact, this is not the first one. I think this was the first one. Alisson, you lost Alisson. All right, this is actually for Faris. Before all that, Faris just want to continue where you left. When you guys lost Alisson, who has been again a big cornerstone, and a big reason why you guys are actually doing so well, and you guys are really watertight at the back. When he got injured, how did you actually receive the news?
Actually, I was gutted. I was like, oh shit, he was injured. Then we got Adrian. Then we just Mignolet just left Liverpool. So Adrian not been tested. Then after that, I see the Super Cup final against Chelsea. Then Adrian was superb. So after that, no problem.
No problem, huh?
Yeah, but at first when he was injured, I mean it was a sad thing lah. I was at Tampines Hub. I was, oh shit, he's injured. So I don't know. I don't know whether Adrian can lift up, but yeah, Adrian did so it also helped us to win title. Yeah, the I think about 6 games if it's not wrong.
Yeah,
5, 6 games. Yeah.
And I think the more mind-boggling thing about Adrian is he came in for an absolute $0.
Yeah.
Just to add on to what Faris mentioned.
Yes, please.
He was released by West Ham.
He was.
He was released by West Ham. And can you imagine if we did actually take him on a free and we went into that Super Cup finals and Alisson was injured, who could be the goalkeeper? Kelleher, our youngster, the goalkeeper called Kelleher.
Yeah.
So he was on standby on our Champions League finals. So that's why I think it's a blessing in disguise. We took him up as a so-called standby.
Second.
And Alisson got injured, and Faris said, "Oh, everybody was gutted." I said, "Shit, that's it." Yeah. But we didn't know that this person, another Espanola, he's the flair and giving us the hope in the finals of World Cup. I tell you, yes, Faris was right. He was splendid.
Yeah, he was.
He stepped up on the plate, so that's what I
He gave Klopp the Rocky Balboa moment. Adrian.
Yeah.
I think again, I think one of the biggest plot line as a player, let's look at the career of Adrian. Again, from an outcast, now a champion, a world champion, a world beater right now. What a wonderful story for him to tell his grandsons, man. Let's go on to the mayor. Mayor, yourself. The next one, the key injury. Let me just take off this banner so we have better visuals of again whatever that I've actually prepared. Yeah, Fabinho, man. Again, so crucial. You guys were looking for someone who can actually just anchor the midfield. What especially he is, of course, we have seen his talent over there in Monaco when they actually did the almost impossible, winning the League One title. And Fabinho came in. Again, he impressed. Shaky debut, must be said. It was a bit of a shaky debut. Took him a bit of time to settle in. And boy, when he settled in, there was no turning back for Fabinho. Talk to me, man, Mayor. When he got injured, again, did you think, this might be the key injury that might just derail our title hope?
There was a point of time when I think, let's say he was injured, they took him up. Then, but we have that particular line of on the bench, which the midfield maestros were all made up there. We have Adam Lallana, which I think that we are fine. We have Naby Keita, all those are on standby. this is the time for them to step up. And boy, they really step up. That is why I was not worried when Klopp put back in Lallana with the menu game, all this kind of stuff to get changed and everything. So I think it does help in a way that he actually put a very strong hold when Fabinho got injured, and he knows who to be there and to replace him.
Okay.
But mentioning about Fabinho, before he actually got injured, the strike against Man City that we all see again and again and again and again. From outside the penalty box, I said that, what a strike. And he did it again with Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And I think
and I said, okay, yes, that's what we've been missing, but we are not missing his presence as in to defend. We have other players too.
Oh, great point. Yeah. Nice one, man. Nice one. Always by you. The next one, Rishi, of course, your captain, the guy who's about to do his jiggly dance before he actually lift up the trophy. The shuffle. When he got injured, again in this picture, he was, he looks like he was in excruciating pain. He went out. There was a bit of a difference. I wouldn't say it was a major one, but it could be seen quite apparently. I think one game came in mind, West Ham. You guys actually lost a bit of shape, and then the game against Atletico Madrid, again, that could be thrown into the mix as well. How big of an injury when it comes to Hendo? You guys actually miss him out, and when he got injured, of course, he got injured during the later part of the season, whereby it was an unassailable lead. But then again, as a fan, seeing your captain lying down, crunching his knees, did it actually get you worried?
I'd like to reiterate what the mayor said. We had squad depth in the midfield area, so I was pretty confident with Naby Keita or even James Milner to actually step up, and show Klopp that they can actually step up to the task and continue with the success. And rightly so, they did. I was particularly impressed with Lallana, the way he stepped up, because in recent times he hasn't been as good as he was when he first signed for us. So to see him actually step up and turn up the notch regarding his performance, I think it was quite pleasing for me to see. Henderson, I was pretty gutted that he was out, but I still feel that players like James Milner and Naby Keita, they can actually live up to expectations.
Okay. All right. And again, that has been the major theme this season. Whichever player you guys actually replace your first teamer with, they usually work wonderfully well. All stars are aligned for Liverpool right now, especially at NFL. Again, I would like to read this out by Idam. Idam, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good, mate. Yourself, big Liverpool fan himself. Losing Fabinho was quite critical. We lacked bite for a bit. If it's all the Liverpool of old, I think he wants to say that, we would be in trouble. But now we have depth. Yep, rightly so. And that is again the point that has been reiterated nicely by both Rishi and also the mayor. Something that I think you guys are in a really good position, in a more luxurious position to not worry about injury. But then again, Faris, Van Dijk, that is that one guy, injury does not seem to visit his house. If it does, and it's for a long one, do you guys will actually shudder if you guys were to lose Van Dijk?
I think so, yes. Because if Van Dijk is out, then it leaves us with Lovren. So I don't want to say much. He's finally a Premier League champion.
Today's a happy show. Let's not talk.
Today's a happy show. I don't want to talk much. But it's very hard for Van Dijk to get injured because he's a big three. A big three need a big thing to happen to him, lah. So
I think it is probably a meteoric strike, for him to go down.
Yes.
But until now, it's going to be another Big Bang Theory before you can see, Van Dijk going out on the injury layoff. But then let's move on to the next one, man. I want to push this to Mayor. Mayor, when the season started, of course, you guys narrowly missed out on last season's campaign by 1 point. In fact, you got this unprecedented title, the best runner-up in Premier League's history. The best runner-up. Not good enough, but good enough for a title. And then I think as a fan, again, I'm an Arsenal fan myself, speaking from experience, we always expect our team to further strengthen and further just consolidate our position, to add in more stardust, more glitters into the team. That did not happen for Liverpool. When people were talking about all those transfers activities and stuff, and you guys were just keeping quiet and mum about it, were you worried for a second that this might be your own downfall this season, Mayor?
Okay, putting it that way, I have never had any doubt that Liverpool team that was being built and also being hold on by Klopp. After 4 years of what do you call it, building the team and so on, there was nothing that to be worried of at all because I know the way how he thinks at that point of time. It's not that I'm a mind reader or something. He wants to concentrate on the team that he has. Build the team, strengthening them up, and make use. Can you imagine that he still has James Milner in the team?
Yeah.
One of the oldest in the team, but one of the toughest and one of the fittest.
Fittest, must be said.
So
fittest.
he made him into a monster actually. Yeah, turned him into a monster and held him on and get him to sign another season just to ensure that we will get the title this time around. So when he actually built the teams around, or he didn't actually pinpoint on one player. He said, okay, let's build the team. You know, like most managers would do, let's build the team around this player. No, he did not. He built the team around the whole team. Yeah, he also made sure that everybody has their own personal strength. And you are good, and he's also good. You are 110%, you're also 110%. So he made everybody. That is why, like I said, even though on the bench, when Lallana came in, he is really, really hungry.
Yep.
So he stepped up the plate and he showed that I still have it, man. You got to sign me. You got to keep me on. That is why they signed him on to ensure that he also will get the Premier League medal. So this is how I look at it. There's nothing to be worried about. There's less a transfer activity whatsoever. He couldn't be bothered. I said, okay, let's deal with this. Let's strengthen the squad and build the squad, and we're going to take the title this season. That's how I look at it.
Said with so much conviction. How I hope, me as an Arsenal fan, I have at least 30% of your confidence when talking about my players.
Yeah, you can hire me.
I need to hire you. I need to hire you. Again, picking up on the comment, Muhammad Shadiq. Shadiq, I hope you are doing good, man. Shadiq himself is a Liverpool fan. I think the most important thing as a manager like Klopp, he makes the player listen to him and play for him, instruction from him, and that's where the teamwork actually built together. Great point, Shadiq. And also, I was listening to James Milner's interview. I don't know any one of you actually caught it. He mentioned that, like rightfully mentioned by Mayor, again. Exactly. He said in the interview, they actually asked James Milner, is this title winning anything special in comparison to what he did with Man City? He said, no, you cannot compare to any trophies that has been won. Each of them has a different sentimental value. But he mentioned when he spoke about Klopp, he says that it's now the time for Klopp to be recognized as the best manager. First of all, he says, what we see on TV are both just hugs and kisses, but he is capable of a rocket behind the scenes. You talk about your famous hair dryer treatment from your sworn nemesis, Sir Alex Fergie. Klopp has his own set of rockets and hair dryers as well, and that's why I like you guys actually rightly again mentioned. It's always about keeping the hunger, the determination, the enthusiasm. So every single time when they are being asked to step out onto the plate, they are like hungry hyenas. They are chasing. They're constantly chasing, and the level of intensity that has been preserved again is really hard for me to comprehend, because when you play at such a breakneck speed, there will be one day where your machine just completely collapse. It does not happen to Liverpool, and that is something that all clubs must look at and see how are they pulling this off. Almost impossible task.
Exactly.
Right. Suhana Hamid, after 30 years of waiting for the Premier League title, will this be a one-season wonder like Leicester, Blackburn? Can Liverpool keep their players from leaving for a new challenge elsewhere? Rishi, let's say tomorrow or probably next season, the lure of playing for the Madrid team, the Barcelona of the world, comes knocking on the door for players like Van Dijk, Salah, or even Mane now, who has been linked again with Real Madrid. Do you think they should actually again be lured by again just the magnetic pull of the giants of the world? You are the world champions, right?
Yeah, I do. If you ask me, I don't think so. There's anything to be lured about, because we used to be a stepping stone, like as a club. I think now, if you look at us, we are a destination club. So the players they already have what they want. They don't want anything more. They just want to build on it, work on that, and keep their level up there for as long as they can. So I don't think so that at this point of time they will be lured by Real Madrid or Barcelona or whatsoever. I think they should be lured by us. In fact, yeah.
Whew. And is this time for people like Messi to actually come over, because they should be lured.
We don't need Messi, man. We don't need Messi. We don't need
Because
Messi.
he's very quiet in Anfield, so I
Yeah, and
think
Yeah,
especially
it's too quiet. Man.
Messi is not needed. Sorry, man. Sorry, Messi. Right.
Yeah.
his time is out.
Can this current LFC team beat the Arsenal Invisible and the United treble winning team? You know what? This is let me take this on, man. Manchester 11. I think all these teams that you have actually mentioned, all right, they actually created a dynasty of their own during that era. You know, if you look at United, that was done in 1999, and for us, Arsenal Invisible, that was in early 2000s, and now the later part of 2000, you know, it's time for Liverpool. So I think to put them all in the same bundle and to compare them head to head, I think it's unfair. I think I did this before with United of 1999 versus the current Liverpool, because it must be said, again, the dynamics of play is completely different right now. Also, you have to factor in the economic climate. You know, what happened in 1999 is not the same as what it is right now. And the level of competition in 1999 or even the Arsenal 2004, the level of competition, you know, is completely different. Right now, in this current era, you've got the smaller clubs who are punching above their weights. People like Wolf, people like Leicester, you know, even this season, although Sheffield United, that is something that's unheard of during the era of the 1999s and even the early 2000s. You know, but again, I shall not discredit the 1999 achievement. Neither should I discredit the Arsenal Invincible, title winning act. But let's celebrate them, you know, as a whole without actually comparing them. Right?
Exactly. It's a different type of legacy. We can say a different type of legacy.
Precisely. Different type of legacy. You're right, Mayor. All right. The next one, Hafi Hakim. Hey, alamak, today a lot of Arsenal fan. When I create Arsenal channel or Arsenal show, you all don't want to appear. Talking about spending. David Luiz signed for another year. Surely Arsenal got to be next season champion. Yes, if he sign on as a ball picker, yes, we can become champion. Not as a defender. He's being barred from being anywhere near the defensive line. All right. Let's go on. If you see anything worth saying, let's go. Couple of from Max Faisal. Shout out to Liverpool for clinching the title. I think, again, thank you so much for that. Spurs enjoyed success without buying not too long ago. Yeah, kind of agree as well. And also, the pandemic has brought changes, especially the financial front. Do you think Liverpool will stay away from the big transfer activity this summer? Again, Faris, maybe you want to take this on, Faris?
Yeah, I think they will. For me, I think they will stay away from the transfer market, because they have to work with what they have first. Improve contracts, make sure they stay longer. So make sure that the big clubs don't pull the current players away, lah. You know, Liverpool have to, keep their main players, lah. So because a few players are leaving, lah, but the main players are not, lah. They are happy. Well, I mean, what's the reason for them to leave Liverpool at the moment? You tell me, lah. Yeah. So.
And I think
Barcelona's not doing. Yeah, the Spanish giants are not doing so well as well.
Yeah, you're right. And Rishi actually also pointedly, he actually he was quite apt with his point. He actually highlighted the same point. Again,
I'm sure the backroom staff of Liverpool all now very busy trying to keep the Liverpool players all the main, like Faris said, main important players about their pay and so on. So I am very sure about that. So they are already the world champion, Super Europa Cup champion. Premier League champion, so I'm sure there is something for them to talk about their pay and so on. Definitely.
Agree. And also, right now, the next one, again, key defining moments in the campaign. I'll start off with Mayor. A couple to talk about, all right, but let's again, in your own words, I can point out to the game against Aston Villa. Again, we did a live show there. I covered that match. You guys didn't look your ultimate best, but then again, you snatched a victory right under the Villa's nose, 2-1, Mane last minute. The one against Chelsea, when you guys went to Stamford, 2-1. You guys again don't have really a good record away from home against the top 6. 2-1, easy walk in the park. What about even the United game, man? Both. First one, we start off with the one at Old Trafford. Again, you guys didn't play all too well, but then Adam Lallana came to the rescue.
Exactly.
What was the one key defining moment for yourself, Mayor, in this campaign?
Okay, let's say you mentioned about the Aston Villa game. 2-1, 83rd minute or 85th minute. Then here comes the cross in by was it Mane? Then after that, Robertson hit in the ball.
Yep.
Then after he scored that goal to level the things up with Aston Villa 1-1, I know Liverpool somehow is going to win the game in the stoppage time. It's just that the way how the team actually gathered together and said, no, let's fight for this and win this game. It's not impossible because we have done it before and we know that we won this so much because for after the season that how the setback that we had. So we say that we 1 point, come on, 1 point from the previous season, and the best, you say the best runners-up team of the league. But this time they said they really want it. They showed that they really want it and they have to earn it. How they earn it? To the very dying moment, they ensure that they will score the goal. So that's where I see the cross came in by Trent Alexander-Arnold on the corner. Then after that, it was headed in by Mane.
Right
at the tip of the goal post, and nobody touches the ball, and the ball went into the goals and just went in. And like 2 minutes later, 1.5 minutes later, the referee blew the whistle. So from there, you know, from the Aston Villa game and it goes on and on and on from the Man United game. Lana came in, scored the equalizer. I said, no, Liverpool is not going to win this game, but they will draw. They will not going to lose the game, but they will definitely win the Premier League. That's how I have to believe because the players made us believe. Klopp made the players believe and made us believe. So the way how they played, they showed. Everyone, all the Liverpool fans say that. Even non-Liverpool fans also say, I said, no, Liverpool's going to win the league. Hey, boss, Liverpool's going to win the league, man. Boss, Liverpool, everybody was telling me that thing. So I said, no. I said, I won't say it until Liverpool win the league. I said, so when Liverpool win the league, okay, I didn't say anything. Until 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm crying like a little bitch, you know, sobbing. Really. Went back to sleep only at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then after I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning, there was like, we won the league. I keep listening, right? Hey, you know, Liverpool won the league, no? Like, that's the reaction. Liverpool won the league, no? You really cannot, you just cannot get that thing sink in into you.
Out of body experience, you know, it's so surreal.
So, yes. That's the word, surreal. Surreal.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. You're so animated, man, the way you explain stuff. Great. What a right guess. Okay. And then the next one, Rishi, if there was any lingering doubts that Liverpool will seal this title again in a really flashy fashion, this match, 4-0, emphatic victory. Leicester, right, Rishi? So if there was any doubt, that will actually be duly extinguished by all the doubters. Again, talk to me about this Leicester 4-0. I think that would have actually rubber stamped that this is Liverpool season.
I think rather than talking about the 4-0, I would like to talk about the 2-1, the match before. Okay. The one where Milner actually scored a 95th minute winner, the penalty.
Penalty,
I think,
the penalty, his first touch of the game.
I think I've lost count how many times this season we have actually scored last minute goals to actually win the game. And
stoppage time.
Stoppage time goals, So like even if we are winning, even if we are drawing a game 1-1, even 85th minute, I wouldn't care less. I will still be 100% confident that someone or somehow they are gonna pull this off, and they have never let me down, especially Mane and all the late penalties that we've gotten. I think if you want to talk about that, I would say that it is luck, but also there's an element of never say die attitude, which is also one of the principles of our football club. So no, the 4-0, the 4-0 victory was it was quite it was a statement, that we made, that we are here, we are not gonna let you guys like come around and disturb us. We're gonna win the league. It was a statement match, but I think the bigger issue to be talked about is all the last minute winners and the never say die attitude from the team. I think that really pleased me a lot as a fan.
Of course, and it's something that's not good for the heart. But then again, who cares, man?
Who cares?
To the head. And I remember also clearly, I covered a lot of Liverpool matches. In fact, I covered I think certainly at least 10 matches, and most of them ended up in a last-minute winner. I remember the first one Snapshot Studio went to the street. It was you guys against Leicester, Mane penalty taken coolly by Milner, and that was the first one.
The slice.
Yes.
Yes.
Just saying on this point, like Faris, you were there. I interviewed you. For those of you who wants to watch the interview again, you can actually watch again. That was the earlier part of Snapshot Studio. We did our street interview. This was Man City against Liverpool. All right, the equation was simple for City. Get a victory against Liverpool, you cut the lead by 3 points only, but you lose to them, that's 9 points, and that's probably bye-bye. Faris, talk to me, man, about the victory.
Yeah, the moment we won the game, I just feel that it's our year. You know, that blast from the past from Fabinho.
Yeah, man.
It was awesome, man. Yeah, I until today I still cannot believe that it went in.
Yeah.
So
Rocket.
but to think about the whole campaign, we do have like Leicester, like what Rishi said, Leicester City, then Aston Villa, then
The
Sheffield
amount of
United.
2-1 victories we
Yeah.
had, the amount of 2-1 victories.
Yeah, the amount of victories we won by one is a lot. So so like Sheffield Wednesday also we nearly lost Sheffield United.
You did. And then Henderson.
Yeah,
Malay call
Dean
it,
Henderson.
the Malay call it tangkap ayam. Went through his leg.
That was by the goal by Gini. Is it Gini Ronaldo?
Yeah, Gini.
Yeah,
Shot,
Gini, yeah.
and then went under, went through his legs. Wow. And I think for me, that was a turning point, I think I actually watched it with my wife. My wife is, again, he watches almost all Liverpool matches. Some of my friends would know about it. Again, we just keep our football love affairs aside in the marriage. We don't want to actually get it mixed up. I watched the match, again, when I saw that goal came creeping in, I told her, this is your year. There's no way anybody can take this away from you. I think to be the hallmark of a champion, as we all know, last minute goals, never say die attitude, and also luck. Huge slice of luck. I think those are the three key elements to be a champion, especially when you're playing for the best league in the world, in the Premier League. All right, and also I just want to move on to the next agenda as well. All right, for yourself, Mayor, maybe this is good, and then we just got one more before we actually end with you guys, the three of you. Unfortunately, what's next for Liverpool, Mayor? You've done everything. Again, this has been an all-sweeping season for the past 1.5 season. It must be said for Liverpool. What's next? How do you inspire or how do you motivate these players further? Or have actually Klopp have actually pushed them to their maximum best?
I have actually written down some certain things after the Premier League winning title. So I actually written down or scribbled down something with regards what will Liverpool do. I asked this question and I didn't know that you will be asking this. What's next for Liverpool? Okay, it's a simple fact that which I think most of us will be thinking. Like I said, I mentioned earlier that the backroom staff will be busy. To keep hold all our key players and so-called remove or release the players that which they think that will be I wouldn't say a surplus, but I think actually will not be continuing the contract. But after on top of that, by giving them bonuses and stuff like that, the next thing, what's next for Liverpool is actually to regroup again, build a different momentum, and also hype the team again back and maintain the title for the next season. That's what I would think that was next for Liverpool, because that like Rishi mentioned, Faris mentioned also, what's there to do to leave Liverpool for what? We are having the best time of our life. This is one season we have 4 trophies with. One season. I mean, right from the Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, followed by our Club Cup, and now it's a Premier League title. So we are the king of the world, king of Europe, Premier League champions, and Super UEFA Cup title holders. So the team, the players would definitely want to stay. We've already been given like so-called from the backroom staff bonuses and stuff like that. So in order for them to actually be happy about it, it's like gather them back together, regroup, strengthen their team, and move on and hold on to the Premier League title. That's what I would think that they will do. What's next for Liverpool?
Great point. Magnificent stuff. Rishi, again, you have heard from the mayor. Again, I just want to pull you back again. I know this is a bit of a blotch, a bit of a blemish. Remember this, guys, 3-0. That actually saved our blushes for Arsenal fans. This is actually our trophy this season, believe it or not, when Watford actually won you guys 3-0. Could this be a target to go invincible, to actually finally cement your status and legacy as the best team ever, Rishi?
I think
It's
I
Miles.
I was laughing at the point where you say it was a trophy for you all to see us lose our first game. That's cute, cute. Okay. Yeah, I think that game was very. I didn't get to watch the game because I think I fell asleep. But I woke up. I was pretty confident to see the 3 points in the bag, but then to see us lose 3-0, you lose, it's fine, it's fine. No, I was actually bracing myself to accept the fact that there is a high chance that we won't go unbeaten. So I didn't really take the loss as a very negative thing. But the score line was very tragic to me, I should say, because 1-0, 2-0, okay, 2-1, most, that's fine. 3-0, Watford kept a clean sheet. That's unacceptable by any means. With the current team that we have, it's unacceptable. So I was fuming, man. I was fuming. I didn't talk to anyone the whole day in school, and that one really got to me. But I think is okay. After a while, I did some reflection. I feel that it is good that they lost, so that they know there are teams who are coming after them, even though they are fighting for relegation or whatnot. So I trusted the players that they would regroup. They will take some time off to reflect what happened and to regroup and come back even stronger. And they did. That was pleasing to see. Yeah.
Great one. First, for you, I just want you to take this on. In fact, this is actually one burning question that I actually want to ask. When it comes to the FA Cup, of course, it's now known and well documented that Klopp don't really put a high importance to it. He tried to lose this season's FA Cup campaign many times. It didn't happen. You guys had to wait all the way up to the Chelsea's match. But then again, this is me speaking from what it was when, it was the Wenger's and also the Fergie's era. To actually have the icing on top of the cake is for you to finish off the season with the FA Cup. Win the league, that's something given. You should do it. But then again, the FA Cup is, again, cherry on top of the cake. But it seems that there is not that one trophy your manager is truly keen on. What's your perspective on it, man, when it comes to the FA Cup?
But I think to put it that he want to lose, I think it's not that fair, because what I believe that he trusts the youth, So he did play them quite a few games, and we won Everton, Arsenal. So, but only when it comes to Chelsea, they're too strong, So, but I think to say that he want to lose is it's not the right thing to say, Yeah, I think he trusts his young players to win. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned the word trust. For anything different?
I think he will continue. I think I will want him to continue to play the youth in all the cup games.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mayor, you probably would have fond memories of Liverpool and the FA Cup. The romance of it, again, might be still fresh in your memory, the Mayor. Again, when it comes to the FA Cup, where do you stand? Should Liverpool go all guns blazing for the FA Cup?
Most English teams, as we know, FA Cup is everything to them.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, FA Cup is everything to them because it's an FA Cup, it's an all-English cup. So to progress and to achieve something in the FA Cup is to the English teams and the clubs is one hell of a title as well. So that's how, especially English players, English-born and bred players who's playing for very, very high-ranking and well-known teams, Pride of London, Chelsea, Liverpool's, Scousers,
Arsenal, Mayor.
Arsenal, definitely Arsenal, and Manchester United. Those are all those teams. Everton, actually, in fact, as well. You have to mention, although we are Merseyside derby rivals, but they actually have not been up to the par. But just watch them for next season because Carlo Ancelotti is one hell of a sneaky bastard. So I know that he will do something with Everton. No, to be honest, because he has seen what Liverpool has done, so he will try to emulate it and try to. He has his own set of things, but let's get back to the FA Cup thing. And most what the FA Cup is all about is about all English finals again. And from every parts of divisions and all the teams of English teams all will want to be on the top flight of that particular FA Cup finals. So it is a very important cup for, like I said before, English teams and also English players. This is one hell of a title for them. So that's what I think. So special. So Liverpool, I think, concentrating more on the Premier League title this time around, but it's not that they don't want to win. Like Paris said, they don't want to win against Chelsea. It's not fair for us also to actually judge Klopp by not say, oh, we don't care about the FA Cup. No, it's not like that. He gave the empowerment to the youth team. Well, Curtis Jones scored that wonderful goal against Everton.
Yeah.
What a goal! If you can remember how the ball curled, hit the post of the top and went inside.
Top corner stuff,
Yeah, top corner stuff. And that's Curtis Jones. That's a youth player.
So yeah, because for Klopp also, there are two best team in Merseyside, Liverpool A and Liverpool B. So I think he has that confidence with his youth team. So
exactly, he would come on. They went over to the club Super Cup. Then after that, they let the youth team handle.
Yeah.
What did they do?
Yeah.
Well, an Arsenal fan would want to tell you the story though.
FA Cup semi-final, I remember. Still in it to win it. all right, great stuff. I want to read, of course, Anwari, Liverpool will aim to win all the silverware that's up for grabs, the Mickey Mouse Cup included. I think Faisal is really objective, when it comes to expectation. I think if you pose this same question to Faisal, he would have said that FA Cup should be part of the dealing as well, and I think so, especially for a traditional and cultured club like Liverpool. Again, the reason why I brought up that point, because for the past track record, something that has been established, a pattern has been established with Klopp. When it comes to the FA Cup, the kind of squad that he actually feel are usually, again, undesirable. But again, you guys see it from a different angle. You see this as an opportunity for them to fill the youngsters. So be it. You guys should know better than I do. All right. And then the next one, Emmanuel Robert, do you think VR played a big part in your title winning season? I'm just going to take this on. Emmanuel Robert, whoever you support, if you're going to check the stats, actually United has actually, again...
I was about to say that.
More tables.
They have benefited the most. I think them and Brighton. So they both have actually benefited the most. Again,
don't forget the armpit offside.
Yes.
Even if VAR were to actually play a really small margin, all right, in their title running, you are looking at a 25 points lead, man. Again, even with a bad refereeing call, they wouldn't have actually raked up those points. It doesn't matter to them. And the next one, Lee Alexander, 30 years wait for this splendid season where Liverpool slay every team in its way with 4 trophies. May Liverpool continue its relentless 4 trophies all 30 years later. I hope so too. 30 years later. Elvin Matias, in order for Liverpool to become one of the EPL great teams, they will need to win back-to-back titles and multiple trophies in the next few years. Do they have enough scope depth to do it, and where does Liverpool need to strengthen? Again, Syed Faris, I want to push this on to you again. That was the question. Again, I think we have actually also addressed that later part of the question, the later portion of it, whether they need to strengthen. You guys mentioned that maybe not so much of it, and even actually Klopp came out with a statement, do not expect us to be busy this summer. But again, let's just address the first portion of it by Alvin. They always mentioned for you to actually solidify your status as a big club in England, you got to do it the United way, man. Back to back, 3 peats.
Yes, correct. I agree, lah. Like you say, the next step. What's the next step for Liverpool? They have been winning one major trophy every season. The Club World Cup and the UEFA Super Cup is just because they won the Champions League. So technically, last season the only thing that they won was the Champions League. Then this season, the only thing that they win is the EPL. So for me, it's not only back to back, but to win at least a treble, a double or a treble, at least a double next season. Yeah, if you can go for FA Cup and Champions League, or maybe they do everything, like win everything that's on the table. Then we'll talk about it. So for now, we are just happy with the win. But for next season, to be I agree with him. I agree with who is the guy named Elvin. I agree with Elvin. Yeah. We have to do the United way lah. Sadly, I have to quote United, but we have to do their way lah. So we have to be that major player in in England once again. Because now we are back at our perch. So
Remember that.
just sit
Yeah.
down there and doing nothing is, you have to defend your perch. You see.
Yeah.
So
Right. Okay. Great point by Faris. Mia, want to move on to you. This is probably the second last question, and unfortunately, I got to release you guys, right? Because we've got a couple of guests waiting on. Mia, when it comes to just restoring, again, parity with United, they got 20, you now on 19. You are in the greatest form of your life. Do you see this again sustaining and even just supersede the magical number, which is 20 right now? Do you see you guys again drawing level and then surpass United when it comes to trophy?
Okay, by any time of English Premier League seasons or whichever season we're talking about, I would have said that this question is always going to be asked to us Liverpool fans because of the United has won 20 titles. Will Liverpool be okay? Definitely Liverpool will be up for it. That's for definite. That's for sure. Any English team also wants to do all that. But Liverpool 19 and Man United 20. No doubt about it, Liverpool would definitely want to retain the title and actually supersede, like you said, what they have actually contain that 20 league titles for Manchester United themselves. Liverpool will find I mean, they will definitely try to go and build the teams again, like I said. Then after that, bring on onto the plate, like Faris mentioned, put all the whole thing squad again, and after that, try to win it like United, like what United did it 3 years straight. Yes, we need to be like that, and to have that mentality in order for us to actually be at the perch and maintain and remain there. These 20 titles and 19 titles will always be a question until someone supersedes and pass away them like, oh, I won 20 titles, I won 40 titles, you only won 20 titles. Then there will be no more talking anymore. How are you going to win the 20 titles? So you have to go for 20 more seasons. So that's a good thing about the rivalries between all these top clubs, Man U, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and you might be surprised, Spurs. We will never know. All these clubs, it's good that if they will win by a point or two, there will always be a rivalry. The title numbers are always going to be there and always up for challenge and for grab. So this is my point, that definitely Liverpool will want to supersede the title chase.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, nice one.
I
Really
think to be on par, to keep them quiet, we have to win 14 Premier League titles. Because now they put 13 to 1, right? So 20 to 19 no more already. 13 to 1, I mean 20 to 19 is not, they scared already because too close. So now they play with the 1991 football.
All right. So I just want to wrap this up. Again, this has been really
Can I just add one thing?
Yes, please.
One thing, sorry. This is for us Liverpool fans and also for Anwar. You see, I think at about 9 p.m. just now, I think Klopp did a conference. They said that they won't be retaining the title. They are going to attack the title. This is what.
That means Klopp. Wait, Mayor. That means Klopp never watched my show, because same time.
we know that because the news all every time will be coming up on our phone. So Klopp, you see the way how he put it, we are not going to retain the title. We are going to attack that because he knows the contenders are going to be stronger, better than ever. Because Man City knows that, oh shit, we lost to them. We're going to get back. Chelsea is building up. Manchester is coming slowly. But like I said, Spurs, Arsenal, we never know. We never know.
I hope so.
You see, look at Wolves. We never know,
Of course, you never know, right?
Yeah,
and of course, we all do remember.
But one thing I know.
What do you know?
You'll never walk alone, bro.
Alamak. That was punchline, no. That was punchline. All right. Again, which record do you prefer, winner or be the invincible? Alexander, let me answer that for you. They would rather go with the treble, I think. I think.
Yes.
I think both.
Hey, come on, lah. They asked you all. The question is with all. All right. I also want to, just before I wrap things up nicely, again, I want to ask every one of you, and then again, that will be the end of you guys. Start off with Rishi, Faris, and then we will end the show today with the Mayor. Rishi, You have been supporting Liverpool for the past 11 years. You mentioned again the starting point when you witnessed them in flesh playing at the National Stadium. How significant and how special is this title winning act for you personally, Rishi?
I think after being tormented by rival fans and witnessing all the close calls that we had to winning the league, I think this season has been flawless for me. I mean, despite the Watford loss and stuff, I think it's been flawless for me, and it couldn't have been any better. And yeah, so I'm just happy that Liverpool won the league, and I finally I can put aside all the rivalry and the banter. It doesn't make sense anymore. So yeah.
Irrelevant.
They will still find a way to banter.
Irrelevant, yeah.
They will still find a way to banter.
Never mind. Let them.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Rishi. I just again want to place it on record personally. Thank you so much, man. We really enjoyed having you here. I hope more to
Thanks
come
for
from
having
you,
me.
Rishi. All right. So I hope more to come from Rishi. And those of you who actually enjoys Rishi presence, please, you can slide us DM if you want to see him more. This is a bit like the top 20 pop chart, on radio. If you want the song, please vote for the song. This will climb up the Billboard chart. All right. The next one, Faris, I know you for the longest time. In fact, again, we got acquainted about more than 20 years ago. You've supported Liverpool for probably double the time Rishi actually has. What does it mean, man? All these years, even I am actually one of the culpable guy who always torment you. What do you have? What do you have? I think we even argued, man, online on Facebook, when you talk about history. But this time around, everything has been put to bed. The demon has been slayed finally. How special, man. After nearly 20 odd years, you see your team again lifting the elusive silverware. How do you feel? Talk to me.
I got speechless, lah, bro. So, but I'm so damn happy that I don't give a fuck about how many other teams win, how many times the other teams win. I just want to celebrate this time. I just want to treasure this time because when I woke up, I didn't watch the Chelsea game, but when I woke up at 7 a.m., I saw the result. I came to my wife crying, saying Liverpool won the league, and my wife telling me I'm crazy.
Okay, so
yeah,
so you went to your wife,
how
you cried.
special is it?
You went to your wife, you cried. Are we expecting a new daughter or son 9 months later after that announcement?
No.
So nothing transpired after that message.
Nope.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So it's special for you. You mentioned
So it's so damn special, then because to know that we win the league is happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And then to see Jurgen Klopp's interview, the half drunk interview, he actually contributed to. He actually give a shout out to Steven Gerrard and Kenny Dalglish. That one makes me more emotional. So I even posted on Facebook. Today is an emotional day. Then I got a lot of DMs saying why. But I say people want. I mean Liverpool won the league, so people.
And
it was very emotional day. Finally, we don't have to talk about history when it comes to bantering.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, now they talk about history. So
and they will come up later on. After that, we will speak to the day. It's already waiting for us. Okay,
the live comment.
Right on the substitute bench. But then again, I really treasure you coming on. You are always sporting, and please forgive me for the past 20 plus years when I've been bantering you about Liverpool not winning anything. I hope that is all bygones by now. Because right now I'm the
Banters keep us together, bro. Banters. Every time I want to see you, I want to banter with you. So banters keep us together. So yeah.
And then when earlier on when our mayor mentioned it should actually unite us rather than separate us. Great point.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, you have the honorable task to actually do the curtain call. All right, for you. You would have waited for nearly 30 years, Mayor. You went through almost 3 different generations, 3 different decades. I can also speak for this, I guess, personally. I know Liverpool is such a big traditional club. You've got family members supporting them. You've got 3 generations support, grandfather, father, son. And some of them, unfortunately, lost their granddad, lost their dad along the way, towards this journey. Some of them don't get the chance to celebrate the title, with their dad who has been supporting them, their soccer kaki at home. But finally, when you see it for yourself, right, it's so emotional, it's so sentimental. What is the wait like for you, man? And what does it mean for you, for, again, a long-standing fan, having to endure? Because you've seen Liverpool at their best, they are the most dominant era during the 80s and early 90s. And now to wait 30 years and now to see it again, how do you feel?
Well, load of shoulder, off the shoulder. The first thing I can tell, first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my wife. Firstly, before I say it, who has been the pillar of my strength and always been giving me the support and mentioning about, oh, it's okay, Liverpool, they will come back stronger, that kind of thing, that kind of support words and everything. The emotional part, what Faris has mentioned earlier on, you cannot take that away. And watching how Chelsea won the game against Man City, and we have been declared as the champion at 5:30 in the morning, tearing, and I was thinking, did we actually won the league? Did we actually won the league? You keep on asking, going back to sleep, woke up, then after I woke my wife up again, said, Liverpool won the league, like what Faris mentioned as well. We cannot believe it. It is too emotional that you actually felt that, oh, nothing had happened. 2-3 days later, actually happening. Then after you start to watch, all those videos started to pop up on your Facebook and also your accounts. Then they start to play. This is how Liverpool won the league. This is what the games are very important. So you start to watch, and then after you start to believe in, it start to sink in. I said, last I saw Liverpool so-called hold the title when I was 17 years of age.
Wow.
Yeah. 30 years later, then you know my age by now, 47. So we see Liverpool winning this. It's way too emotional, way a huge load off my back, and feeling I can feel much more seniors supporters than me, how they felt actually. Shit, this is like so it's been way too long for us to wait, and the title has given us a glimpse of hope for our future and also for Liverpool team. So there's no words that actually can describe exactly. I can't say that I'm happy, I'm ecstatic. No, there's no words can describe how actually we Liverpool fans feel, be the senior, the junior, the young ones. You've been supporting Liverpool for 1 year, 1 month. But it is the title that we have been waiting for.
Yeah.
And we are glad and we are really thankful.
The Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail. What Klopp has done to the team and the rest of the managers who are actually involved and the players. As
money can't buy this moment.
Exactly. No. That's why I said no words can describe. No money whatsoever. Liverpool didn't spend much to win the title too.
That was for the Man City fans, by the way.
Okay.
If they have any fans in Singapore.
Yeah, it's just that. But at the end of the day, Liverpool has won the league. It is shut down the rest of all the banters whatsoever from all these rivalries and everything. They can keep quiet, like we say that they can shut the hell up. It don't matter. It's irrelevant. We don't give a shit about them. We can say that we won the league.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, we beat you. We won the league, except for Watford. Okay. Yeah, it's the truth. Yeah. So then from there we will know that Liverpool will have a very big duty and also very big to hold the title for the next season.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
My last few words.
Yes.
I also want to mention to my bros who way back, Khairuddin and also Rosli Abu Bakar, also these two are Liverpool fans, die-hard fans, all the way from Singapore. They are always with me and always been messaging me and staying up late at night watching all the games, everything. As for Said Faris and also Rishi, we are always going to be there, be winning or losing. We are always with Liverpool. We know that because Liverpool fans are like that.
Yeah.
Those are the true Liverpool fans.
Yeah, man.
You've seen the worst.
Yes.
We live through the Jay Spearing days.
To reiterate the situation with rival teams and their fans, there's nothing wrong to give credit when it's due.
Yeah.
When the opposition team or the rival teams win, we have to give. Mentioning Arsenal, Thierry Henry, he's invisible.
Yes.
Thierry Henry is invisible at 2000. Yes, he's invisible.
Yeah.
Manchester United, Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson, he is.
Wow.
Now it's our era, Liverpool era. Liverpool is holding on to this legacy. As you can mention that it is moving on.
Yeah.
It is moving on. So this is our time, Liverpool.
We are back on our fucking perch.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Mayor, that is so empowering, man. I wonder why
Yeah.
you are not running for election in Singapore. With the kind of speech you have, Liverpool title.
Don't go there, man. Don't go there.
Don't go there.
I've been a couple of days. I've been watching all these videos. Oh, I can't take it, man. I'm not going to mention what has been.
No. We don't have to. We all know. We all know about it.
Because we have more greater plans for East Coast.
And together. Okay. But then again, to wrap things up nicely. Thank you so much, Mayor. It was such a joy having you around, man. No, what a
Thank
season,
you,
man.
man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much to Faisal Jabbar who actually recommended you. This is actually the best signing.
Yeah. That's the thing. Thanks to Faisal Jabbar. He's the man.
He's the man.
I believe that he shared the same sentiments with me. 47 now, 70 years of age.
and now
we go along. Oh man, I'm not going to go there. Oh shit.
Yeah, okay. And also to wrap this up, thank you so much to the three of you. We shall continue with another section. We've got a couple of guests waiting. They have been waiting patiently right now. But then again, to all those people, I hope the three of you still continue with the show, still continue to watch us. If you guys like whatever you're watching, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. That's the best way to help us grow as a channel.
Like and share for those on Facebook.
On Facebook as well. Do that. Every Wednesday we will have one. But this week is only special for Liverpool. I hope I did not drive away the United fans, because this is going to only be a one-time special edition. Okay, and also to wrap things up, again, the most essential part about it is, and now finally you all are gonna believe it, man. Because
now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us.
Thank you so
we
much.
already won the league.
Thank you so much for it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, what a show, man. What a show. Right now, stay on. If you need a quick toilet break, please do so. But hopefully it does not take more than 10 seconds, because right now I'm going to introduce my first guest, Joel, who has been waiting on the wings so patiently. Joel, so sorry, man, to actually keep you waiting. But then again, now you are here with us. You've heard it all. Liverpool talking about their title exploit. What do you make of it, man, as a United fan, as a hardcore United fan?
Oh, man. I think it's all right, man. It's all right. Let them have this time. I think it's a long time coming. It's okay. We'll see how things goes. But I'll just let them have their glory moments now. I'm just happy for them.
Right.
I mean, my dad is a hardcore Liverpool fan, man. So my whole family is Liverpool fan. Only myself and my brother are United fans. So I'm genuinely happy for them. But let's just see if this is a one-season wonder or is it going to go on. It's okay. It's okay to win the league. I mean, it's definitely a huge moment for them. But for them to be the greatest of all time, they have to be consistent, man. They have to keep winning titles.
Consistency should be the key for all champions. Again, if they want to be said in the same breath, mentioned in the same breath as people like your team and also my team, you got to do it for more than once, man. But so gracious, really gracious with his points and stuff, especially when giving credits to Nemesis. So great to have you, Joel. We're going to go through a couple of United agendas as well and what's to come. The next one, this guy I consider my kampong guy my kampong guy. Same flag as me. For the first time ever, Shafiq, so sorry, man, to keep you waiting, man. Shafiq, how you doing?
No problem. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
You're good. And same thing, man. Shafiq, you have listened to them ranting and rambling about 1 hour plus. They could go on, for another 10 more days straight without sleeping, talking about their title-winning exploit. But as an Arsenal fan, we've seen this before. Of course, we don't see it enough, I would say. But what do you have to say about Liverpool's splendid run again to the championship?
Well, if you ask me, it's more of like, they deserve it lah. For the past few days, the way they play, losing to Watford is one of the better things for Arsenal fan lah. Other than that, the attacking fluidity and everything is it's nice to see lah, basically, especially with the manager.
And also, Shafiq, I think one pertinent question that's always been raised again and again.
Yeah.
Our invisible and their current squad, is there even a contest?
Well, maybe. If you ask me, maybe. But during the past, it's more of the physicality side lah. Now it's more technical. Yeah. So maybe with the
Okay, great stuff. Shafiq, you're going to be with us, all right, for the next 20 minutes. I hope it should not run longer. But if it does, who cares, man? This is Facebook and YouTube. Like, this is not TV. All right. So I'll tell you the next one. This guy should be called the Robin Hood of the Premier League. They helped Leicester to it, and now they have actually helped Liverpool to win it. Let's give a big round of applause to our biggest Robin Hood of the Premier League, Herrick, the Chelsea man. Herrick. Chelsea, they have done it again. They have actually aided a title quest for another team that's not theirs. What do you have to say about it, Eric?
Just like how we released a new shirt today, it's a Chelsea thing. So yeah, it's a Chelsea thing to win for other clubs. Unfortunately.
And what do you have to say, Eric, about again their run to the championship podium? Again, it's been splendid. We are running off superlative. There's no sufficient vocab that we can use on this Liverpool's team. But again, in your own good words, Eric, what do you make of this Liverpool team and what they have actually achieved throughout this entire season? Although it must be said that they still have another seven more matches to be played.
They've been incredible. We can't disagree to that. They've been incredible. I've been hearing all my Liverpool friends saying, "Oh, thanks to Chelsea," but in the end, it's them. They even before Project Restart, they've won it. It's been incredible for them. They've proved it wrong. They proved us all wrong. With winning almost every title that they can win now. So yeah, like I said, it's incredible for them. Yes, we won the game for them, but I could actually feel and hear the crowds of Liverpool cheering after that final whistle. So yeah, it's incredible for them.
Incredible. And again, this is not your first time doing it. You guys are now seasoned experience. I hope next season you guys might do us a favor. Somehow or other, Chelsea win it for us.
Yes, hopefully. Yeah.
But that means you guys are not going to win it. No, you're okay with it, Pride of London. No, okay. Let's not go there, Eric. I know your love affair for Arsenal, so just keep it between us. All right. All right. Let's go into Joel. Joel, let's start show proper. Our normal bread and butter. We go through a couple of stuff. Let's start off with your team first. We'll take on whatever happened yesterday night. Joel, this guy again, the magician. Oh, Magnifico.
Portuguese Magnifico.
Joel, I think right now at this moment, I think we all should stop against singing him praises because it's there to be seen. I think it has come to a point whereby out there the doubters are trying to find those little menial fault in Bruno Fernandes just to prove that he's not that good, he's not that high. But then again, he came to the floor, 3-0, easy peasy. We didn't do it enough. We should have done it when we played them at the Amex. Sadly, we did not. You guys showed the way, 3-0. No sweat.
I think let's just say the team that Brighton put up against Arsenal and put up against United, I think was different, bro. So I'll give credit to Arsenal. They played well, but it just didn't happen, bro. Maupay just screw you guys up the end. But as for Fernandes, let's just say, just let him have some fun this season. I mean, he came in halfway through, so let's not judge him. Let him have a good full season, and then they can judge him and see where he comes from. I mean, anybody can make a good impact when they come into a new club. I think that's what happened for United. I think a few new players came in, and then for a short term, they made a good impact. And then in the long run, they just nowhere to be seen. So let's not sing too much praises on Fernandes, and let that boy have some fun. Let United have a few fun as well. I think we've been through a lot of down times, not like Arsenal, but we are still there. But let's judge him based on a full season next season then.
Oh, great stuff. Joel, and also it must be said that your Paul Pogba seems a little reinvigorated right now. Rejuvenated. It seems like he's having fun again, and that's dangerous. Don't you think so? For the rest of the chasing pack?
It's definitely. I think it's working out bit and pieces here and there. I won't really say they are working out really well, but it's clicking. It's slowly working. It needs time. Definitely needs time. Slowly but surely. But I think there's some positiveness in Pogba. I think as long as he don't dye his hair and do various designs on his hair and just focus on his football, I think that will be good enough.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think that's quite imminent. It's quite inevitable that he would come out next season probably with a mohawk and then a goal line in the middle. Because if he's mixing too much with Pogba, that's the cancerous stuff, man. That's the cancerous stuff. But good stuff for United.
That's
happy fan from Joel. I'll move on to Shafiq. Shafiq, right now, we came back from again. That was a positive note from us coming again to St. Mary's. We don't usually enjoy our trip down south, and then we
Yeah.
won 2-0. Were you convinced by the performance, Shafiq, yourself personally?
No. If you ask me, I was actually quite, in a way, surprised when I woke up. I didn't watch the game because I was thinking Arsenal would lose. So when I woke up, I saw 2-0. Yeah, more than happy that Arsenal won.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the goals are all sloppy goals, lah. Mistakes by the goalkeeper. So it's not really fantastic, lah, if you ask me.
Okay, yeah, true. And also, right after this, Shafiq, we will speak more about our
Yep.
FA Cup run into the semi-final. And
Yep.
I think that was such a major bummer to actually enter the semi-final only to learn your fate that you are actually meeting Man City.
Yeah.
We might as well not win against Sheffield. All right, but then again, we'll touch on the FA Cup after this. Move on to Herrick.
Yeah.
Herrick, you got the biggest of smile right now, and why not? Chelsea, they are on the resurgency. They are on the ascendancy, going upwards. Very good. Even you talk about the FA Cup, even the result. Let's start off with Man City. What was the victory in the making? Did you expect Chelsea to actually pull up the upset against Man City? Personally,
Yes. Yeah. I really went into that game without any negativity. Yes, of course, with high stakes, and we all know surrounding us. If we win this, Liverpool is going to win the league. But I think in terms of Chelsea that day, we had one goal, and that is to challenge Man City, and that is to win Man City, and that was the only goal. So, and we did it in good fashion. We deserved that win. After Fernandinho's handball, we know that it's going to be our night, and of course, definitely it's going to be Liverpool's night. So it was a deserved win, incredible win.
and again, how satisfying is it for a Chelsea fan to see you guys, again claiming another big scout, especially this season under Frank Lampard, who nobody, even me myself, I gotta be honest, who did not rate him at all, who did not give him even an ounce of chance. How satisfying is this for
Uh,
Frank Lampard, especially?
Yeah, of course, it's very satisfying, winning against, the last year's Premier League champions. But, yeah, it's very satisfying, especially when we are winning and having this consistency after Project Restart. It's really satisfying because knowing that Man City is a really, really strong team. We know we're going to lose the ball a lot. We know we won't have a lot of possession, and in that game we were much more critical, much more clinical. So very, very satisfying, big win for us.
Okay, good stuff, Eric. We'll speak more about Chelsea and, of course, their FA Cup run. Again, you guys are meeting Joel. Joel, your team, you guys are going to be paired up against Chelsea. I think when I was watching the draw, you guys were. I think I was watching one of the YouTube channel. You were praying to whichever God that you guys you guys believe in, that you get Arsenal. Sadly, it didn't happen. You got a lesser opponent, Chelsea. It's going to be even tougher if you actually had met Arsenal. So a lesser opponent in that respect. Chelsea, anything to worry about? Wembley against Chelsea, semi-final in the FA Cup. Joel.
Definitely, bro. It's everything to worry for, man. Chelsea on fire right now. Pulisic out of nowhere, he got his fourth, and I think it's pretty much scary right now. And I think it's Chelsea is different from the time that we played them when we won them 4-0, and the times that we have faced them. And I think Lampard has really brought this team up really, really well, and with a few additions as well. And I think looking up to FA Cup semi-final, anything goes. But I'm confident with my team. I think if we keep it up with the same formation, with the same team, and the same momentum, no injuries, that's very, very crucial. And yeah, I think we can get something out of this game.
And Joel, but then again, I just want to strike track a little bit, just deviate into the last match that you guys played, the match that actually got you into the semi-final. If you were to come out again to conjure up with this kind of performance, I guess this would not be enough. This will be against subpar if you are coming up against a team like Chelsea, Joel.
I have actually posted, I think on my Facebook, I told them, I said as a caption, I died watching this game, man. I think me and my brother, when we were watching this game, oh my God, man, it was literally horrendous. I just don't know where to begin, and I don't know where to go from. It was just one of those performances where nothing was clicking, and I saw people, Facebook, where United fans were enjoying and celebrating that, hey, yeah, we're at the semi-finals. I'm like, no, man, no, fam. It's not just happening. I mean, we got through it by the skin of our teeth, and we just should not do such performance. And I think that as long as Ole keeps the primary squad and the primary team, I think that's fine. But when he starts bringing in the likes of Jesse, Andreas, and a few others, that's where shit happens. And that's where we shouldn't do that mistake against Chelsea. So no matter what happens, Even if the players are tired, I think Ole should try to do something about it, and we should focus and actually make FA Cup the priority.
Yeah, okay. That might be unpopular, but hey, since you're already in the semi-final, you got to be in to win it, and Joel, right? So that should be the mentality.
Yep.
On to Shafiq right now. Shafiq, as the record holder right now, I just got to reiterate the record holder for FA Cup.
Record holder.
Record holder of the FA Cup. Again, the run again, that was our unlikeliest of hero. We don't get a lot of goals, Shafiq, the midfield, but boy, we did actually need one that day, and it came in the form of Dennis Ceballos, right at the death. Again, something that we have not seen for the longest time. I don't know whether you have actually caught the match live. I did for a bit. But were you impressed with how actually Arsenal performed? They were a bit more gritty about the performance, right?
Yeah, of course. It was actually a bogey team against we play against. So I expected us to actually lose, as with the outside goals, a few hard pounding actions, and the for me, if you ask me more, the team selection, I have a lot of issues with the team selections at the moment.
Okay, and what would be one of them? If you just want to add this out.
If you ask me personally, Arsenal, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Like, I think they're trying to follow the English model, like Spurs. They're putting in like Willock and Ketia, which I feel is not good enough yet. I would rather play our best team. Ozil, Guendouzi, Chaka, with another attacking midfield instead of trying to hold back the game. Yeah, and Bellerin's inability to cross. A lot of issues now with the game, basically. Yeah.
And I think one of the again, yes, means also a lot of comments were made about Nicolas Pepe's performance, and again, it's being done in a positive connotation. People were really impressed.
Yes.
Some even went to an extent saying that might just be his best performance ever in an Arsenal shirt. But that was also coupled by the fact that he had a good right back behind him, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Should this now be again a given right for Ainsley to start over Hector, who has not been performing up to task? Of course, again we have to factor all this long injury layoff that Hector actually suffered. But again, you as an Arsenal fan, would you now prefer Ainsley over Hector right now?
Yes and no, maybe, because if you ask me, I'd rather give Cedric Soares a chance. I understand that he just came in from from injury and so on and so forth, but when he played for Southampton or even Inter Milan, he actually showed his quality, especially in the European games. So if you ask me, I'd rather get Cedric Soares to play. Now he's more of a centre mid, so I wouldn't commit him back to the right back. Bellerin should just stay there for the time being, because Bellerin is a homegrown Arsenal. He's a future captain, if you ask me. So he should be at least playing, given the chance and and given the belief in the team.
Okay. All right. Again, that's something that, like I mentioned, that might be unpopular because again, a big section of Arsenal fans, they want Hector out as soon as possible. Some even actually offered their chauffeur service to pick him up all the way to the airport. If they are given the chance to do so.
Yeah, because he's always constantly busy with Instagram, trying to
precisely.
Yeah.
And
but
one thing for sure, right now the Earth might just have received 6,000 more trees.
Trees, right?
6,000 more trees. So that's good for Mother Earth, and Mother Nature. Congrats, Hector Bellerin, for doing your part, not on the right way, but on the global scale. Thank you so much, Hector. We really needed that from you. All right, Shafiq, so stay where you are. We move on to Herrick. Herrick, not so much about again flora and fauna, not so much about trees and planting, agriculture stuff. No, less of that. But Chelsea, again, quietly they have been creeping up this season. They have slid off the radar. Again, if you were to ask me, to put my money on which team for that match in particular, playing at the King Power with Leicester's, again, it must be said though, after the project restart, they are one of the team that has been worse off. In fact, they are in a bit of a free fall. But I think if you were to ask me just to put my money on a team, I will probably put it on Leicester, especially when playing at King's Power Stadium. Again, that was against the script, Herrick. You guys won 1-0 and even a clean sheet. How impressed were you with that performance?
To be honest, I wasn't really impressed because Leicester start off with blistering pace in that match. In the first half, Chelsea were terrible. Like, we were terrible. But then in the second half, Lampard made the quick substitutions. Of course, from now on, we know we can make 5 substitutions instead of 3. So he really made that an advantage. Put in Barkley and Mount, and also a much more experienced Azpilicueta. And right after that, in the second half, we looked much more attacking. So yeah, wasn't that impressed, but in terms of performance, but in terms of being clinical, like how Ross Barkley finished off with a superb goal, a Frank Lampard-esque goal. That that sealed us the win into the semi-finals. So, yep, not that impressed, but it's a win. A win is a win.
Yeah, job done, job done. And now you are facing with you guys are facing up against United, Herrick. How do you
Yep.
then have a chance against again? It must be said this is an United on the up.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting match. You know, of course, this season we've lost to them 3 goddamn times. So we hope, fourth time's a charm. We hope lah. But yeah, it's going to be a terrific match, I'm sure, because both teams are on the rise right now. Both teams are having that consistency. Both teams are playing good, playing well. So the best team wins.
Yep, best name always, always. And we got a couple. Wow, Joel turning into an overnight celebrity. A couple of comments just coming directly for Joel. Joel Robert, hello Joe. Sup guys? Hi Vivek. Hope you are enjoying our show, man. Please do share our content if you actually like it. Sup guys? Joel Robert and Shafiq. Yeah, Joel, overnight celebrity. Joel. Again, not so much about your celebrity status, but more on United. So right now, next match, you guys are playing Bournemouth. Again, this is being played at home. I should say that again, another 3-0 victory on the card for yourself.
I think we have to win these games, bro. I think these were the games where we were actually faltering. We were conceding goals and we were having lame draws and sudden losses. So we should stop that and we should start winning games like this. No, I mean all respect to Bournemouth. They are a good squad.
Yep.
They are a good team, but for United, I think we have to start winning these games.
Yeah, and you have though. You have the thing is right now one of the main Achilles heel for United for the longest time. Even under Ole, it must be said that you guys would always falter against the lesser squads or the lesser teams. But this time, especially after the project restart, you guys are on a trailblazing record. You guys didn't look back. Also, to just push out a record, 14 games unbeaten. Where you choose again, just pinpoint. Is there a specific element towards this upturn in performances, Joel, for United?
I think Ole has finally found the rhythm, bro. And he has found the formation and he has found the players. If you've seen lately, he hardly plays Jesse, hardly plays Andreas, he hardly plays the guys that have been off performing. And he has been playing the likes of Matic, Scott, Fred in, and he has been playing them in the right positions. I think lately what we have seen, even during the time where Jose is in, he didn't play the players to their positions though. So right now, I think Ole has gotten it right. But we are still not there yet. Definitely not there. And there's a lot of room for improvement. Like, Luke Shaw, he still performs. But if you're going to play against the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool, I think definitely players are going to run past him like wind, bro. So there's no way Shaw is going to catch them and look at him play. And Victor Lindelof, I think that boy has lost to improve. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because Barcelona wants him and he's not focused. So yeah, so he needs to get focused as well. So we're on a decent track, and yeah, we'll get there eventually.
All right, and I just want to read this off again from Alexander. In my honest opinion, Chelsea is a model on how clubs should be run. The right mentality has been set and maintained from top to bottom. Ambitious, decisive, swift, tactical, astute, and relentless. Wow. You know what does that sound like? Our formation badge and slogan for Army. 6 divisions, swift and decisive. Alexander, thank you so much. Again, the SAF might just contact you after this to come up with new slogans for them. I truly agree with Alexander. Again, me and Alex, we speak a lot, and I'm really, really envious of Chelsea and how, again, like he mentioned, all those vocabs. Again, I totally chime in with his thoughts. I really, truly agree. Ambitious, decisive, swift. This is a true epitome of a Russian. That's how they are. Again, by nature, and you are seeing its full effect in Chelsea's business dealing. So great stuff for that. Next one by Anis. Anis, I'm still here. The mayor. Thank you so much, mayor. Again, an honor, man. An honor. More to come from mayor, especially next season. What really an animated figure he is, man. Really, really good to have him around. And then from Faisal Jabbar, Joel, win FA Cup or secure Champions League spot. First one from you.
I'd rather secure the Champions League, man.
Of course, Champions League spot. All right. So the next one, Shafiq, I wouldn't pose you the same question which Faisal actually posted to Joel, because Champions League now is a far-fetched dream. It's a long shot away. We are never getting there already, unfortunately. But Shafiq, let's stay with the FA Cup. Do we rate our chance against City? Because if we have a good flashback about it, the last time we played them in the FA Cup, nobody gave us a chance. And also we had to meet Chelsea under Conte, who were the champion of the season. Again, nobody gave us a chance. But hey, lo and behold, we won the title, FA Cup. Could this again be a deja vu moment for Arsenal, Shafiq?
Maybe, but the last time we met them, we had Ramsey. Ramsey after he scored, he said London is my home. So
Yeah,
London is my home, yeah. So
Wembley.
So yeah, Wembley is my home. So yeah. So now we didn't have Ramsey. So if you ask me, like they're gonna play David Luiz, forget it. David Luiz, no way. Mustafi as he is, he needs someone who's confident beside him. So Holding has just made a few mistakes in the last game. So if you're gonna have that back defense with Bellerin on the right, left, Tini, I think they will most likely be playing Kolasinac. But weak defense.
You guys definitely need David Luiz, man. You guys need some Brazilian flag to win.
No way, man.
but see, again, not trying to smear
And
David
to
Luiz.
sign new deal, I don't understand. Why do they sign new deal? Why?
Okay. We will have that show specifically for Arsenal. Later on, one day when we have the time to do so, we can talk about David Luiz all night long. But then again, we got to play fair to him as well, not to smear his name into the mud. But when he left injured, again, the game against Sheffield, it looks like he actually destabilizes the defense. The defense looks a bit more shaky right after he left. That's something that you don't usually associate David Luiz and Arsenal, and especially defense, right, Shafiq? He looks like he was stalwart that day.
Yeah, but I mean, David Luiz, I think if you ask me, he's actually a good player, good technical, good passing, ability and so on. But he's more of a defensive midfield, if you ask me. Then then otherwise, other than that, if you're gonna play Nketiah, Willock, forget it again. I'd rather have the two at the centre mid, Chaka, Guendouzi, with Ozil at the top, with Pepe, Aubameyang and Lacazette playing.
Yeah, no. And also, Shafiq, we have to remember we have won 2 back-to-back games away from home. Again, that is something of a rarity. And it also coincides with the reintroduction of Granit Xhaka into the squad. So now we might just see the importance of having Granit in the middle. We lack a bit of robustness.
Actually, if you ask me, he actually bounced back quite well, from the recent slump that he had, with the fans, with him not, trying to apologize, correctly with the fans and everything. Yeah. So he actually came, whenever I notice him, whenever we score a goal, he will come and, support the team, with all his ambition. So yeah, he's actually a leader, if you ask me.
Yeah, and then that's why you see a lot of the captains in any club that Granit Xhaka plays for, he's usually selected as a captain. Yeah. I think that is actually a fair testament to his ability, especially off the pitch. All right, but Shafiq, you got one question for yourself by Anis, by the Mayor. Thank you, Mayor, for the question. All teams will go through this slump phase. Arsenal's turmoil, things will actually get better for them. But how can they revive the team, Shafiq? I think this answer should lie with the board of management, I guess. Stan Kroenke?
Yes, Stan Kroenke. I want him out. Previously, Joel would have known I'm not a Wenger fan.
Okay.
I always tell him Wenger out and so on and so forth. And next is the board lah. We should at least invest more. Pepe was, I'm not sure, if you ask me, it's a gamble. Yep. I would rather have Zaha in the team rather than Pepe. But I think this season or last season in the Europa League, Pepe actually scored 2 free kicks consecutively. So maybe with that you can know that he actually a game changer lah. So you'll see lah when yes.
Yeah, I think again, like I mentioned again and again with Pepe, if you look up at his stats and his numbers, it's not that shabby at all. For a debutant who has gone through 3 different sets of manager, his numbers aren't that bad at all. So again, you gotta cut him some slack for Pepe, right? And let's move on to right now, Herrick. Herrick, for yourself, again, making really, really good strides, especially in securing the Champions League. It seems right now, again, it might seem that you will secure the 3rd spot. So all this while you guys been talking about the 4th spot, but it seems right now, since again with Leicester's just going on a free fall when it comes to form, it looks like you guys are about to secure the 3rd spot. Are you really confident of that, Eric, as a fan?
Yes, like I said in the previous episodes, I think our main goal for this season is to finish 3rd, is to catch Leicester. And right now we have closed that gap to 1 point. And of course, I'm going to catch the match later between Everton and Leicester.
Let's talk about that. Everton and Leicester.
That game, I really hope Everton can do something, and if Everton do win, and that's where we have to then do the job ourselves at against West Ham. So, like the mission is there, the goal is there. So now I know the opportunity is there, so we are going to go for it.
Yeah, it seems like right now Leicester is quite a sitting duck in that sense. Again, they are there for the taking. But that is something that almost unheard of during the start of the season because they were again punching above their weight. They were leaving everybody biting dust, and now they are in this unfamiliar territory. And look, Chelsea is just behind their coattail. And looking at the run of fixtures, you guys might just catch them up because Leicester they have to play Arsenal, the mighty Arsenal. Remember, Shafiq? They still got to play us at the Emirates. But then again, you have your own London derby affair today. Now let's talk more about that and also with your quick score prediction, Herrick. West Ham and Chelsea. Again, this has actually tossed up some really interesting scoreline along the way. It usually happens when all London clubs actually go to head. But what will be your score prediction for tonight? West Ham,
Yeah.
Chelsea. Let's go, man.
I wouldn't go all big, just because we are being consistent, since project restart. I'm sure West Ham is going to go all out also, and they won against us, so I'm sure they want to secure the league double.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a tough fight, and if we do it properly without any Kepa mistakes, 2-1.
2-1, Chelsea.
Mm.
Okay, all right, 2-1 Chelsea. Let's see if that will actually materialize tomorrow morning. If you get your prediction right, you will be on Natural Studio Instagram. You need fast cash. You need any betting tips? Call Harry personally. Right, so 2-1 by Harry. Let's move on, Joel. I'm going to give you again the task of predicting two score lines or rather two matches. Let's start with your team first. You guys are again heading up against Bournemouth, although this will be played only on a Saturday at 10 p.m. You mentioned you guys got to start winning against the smaller club,
Yep.
and you guys of late especially. Again, Man United against Bournemouth. Should this again be a walkover?
No, let's not do that, man. I think we should stop thinking teams as walkover. Bournemouth is going to come at us with the A game. So I feel that if we can perform and if we can have our players back fit and not tired much, and we should be able to win this. But I'm not going for a 3-0. I'll probably go for 2-1 or 2-0.
1-0. All right, and also you got another touch, Sheffield United coming up against Tottenham. Again, another team in the same vein as Leicester. This project restart has not been too kind towards Sheffield. They have not actually strung a victory along the way, so they have lost most of them. This is being played at the Bramall Lane. They will be going full pelt, especially after again that defeat to Arsenal at home. How do you reckon this match is going to pan out between Sheffield United and also Tottenham Hotspur?
Okay, let's not disrespect Tottenham fans. I think we've done enough damage to them. I think Shafiq is definitely there. I know you guys hate Tottenham, but hey, okay, let's give them the benefit of doubt. I think Tottenham is definitely there, and I don't see any upsets here. I don't see Sheffield United making any upset. I'm going for a 2-0 Tottenham victory.
No, same. Same. No. I totally chime in with your line of thought as well. I don't see any upset on the card as well for Tottenham. As much as I don't really quite agree with them as a team. But then again, you got to be objective when you are doing this kind of analysis. I don't think even Spurs. It must be said. After the restart, they have looked like a totally different proposition. They are again rejuvenated. They look totally different with all the attacking prowess that they have right now. And like you also did mention, I don't see any upsets on the card as well. All right, so
Yeah,
2-0.
they just look very lively now.
They do. And then again, and that's probably just a start of what Mourinho can actually afford to do. All right, and 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. Right now, let's move on to Shafiq. Shafiq, first of all, again tonight, I don't know whether you're gonna wake up for it or not, but we are playing
Of
Norwich.
course.
After 4 games being played away from home, right now we are coming back to the Emirates against Norwich. This again might be vital for them. Lose this one, you're finally out of the league for good for Norwich.
We will finally be a mid-table club if we lose this.
So where do you see this game turning out? Like where is this heading to? A comfortable victory?
I'm hoping for a 2-0 victory, but at the same time, I want Lacazette to actually score both goals. So this boosts his, morale and, because he's going through some slump. So, and Aubameyang, body language is not really showing. So when Aubameyang is not performing, Lacazette is not performing. So there's a lot of issues with that.
Okay. Whoa, Noah went the other way. 1-0 Sheffield. I hope that one is supposed to be Spurs and then nailed to Sheffield. All right. And also, Lee Alexander again. Imagine the midfield trio of the revamped Xhaka, Torreira, and Partey. Though not all at once, but our midfield will be immensely fortified. Yeah, can't agree with that, right, Shafiq? You have that. You don't need a defense.
I mean, like if you're gonna get Torreira and Partey, both of them are about a similar, similar kind of play. So I don't think one will be enough. Torreira, Partey, if you ask me, I saw some of his games. It's a bit of waste money. I'd rather invest more on defense. Maybe don't get Thiago Silva. We'll never want to. I saw the news. Not sign Thiago Silva. Another 36-old play with David Luiz. Doesn't make sense.
You guys
I'd
need
rather
that
get
Brazilian
someone.
flag in, brother. You need that Brazilian flag in. Luis
Joel, sorry, Joel. One more word from you about David Luiz. You're out of this thing, Joel. Sorry, I love you, man. You know I do. But one more word from David Luiz and us, you're out, Joel. All right. So again, one more, Shafiq, the big one. The big one, of course, it does not hold any water, but the whole world will be watching at how Kevin De Bruyne will be clapping. Again, would there be a smile on his face clapping Liverpool into the empty hut? Man City, Liverpool, where do you go?
I will see this. It's a bit. I think it will be a dull draw. Maybe 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I reckon it could be a dull draw. But then again, if Liverpool decides to turn up and to just prove a statement why they are crown champion, I think Man City, they will be in for a ride. Right?
Yeah, but Man City's defense is not performing well. So if you're gonna let Fernando play one long ball, Salah, Mane, run past them, it's good nights to them.
And also quickly, the next show is definitely on Wednesday again. So by then, Wolves at the Molineux. We don't enjoy our trip down to the Molineux. And Wolves, again, is another team is on the up. Again, this project restart has been good towards them and their cause. They have been winning all of their matches. Can we upset the cut? Finally, we are talking about our own kind of caliber Wolves right now. They are our contenders right now. How times have actually massively changed for us, Shafiq.
Yeah. I mean, Wolves will definitely win this, realistically. Wow. Because, they are a close-knit team. Everyone is Portuguese, most of them. They don't spend the time on Instagram. So it's a lot of issues with Arsenal. They are more of a social media kind of team.
You're not holding back. I think it seems like you have something. I don't know whether you have something against Arsenal players or Instagram. We'll take this off air. Okay? We'll take this off air. All right. So it seems like you have a personal gripe against that social media platform, but that's your part of opinion. All right. So let's respect that space, Shafiq. So you mentioned that you're going for a Wolves victory. Of course, that will be upsetting for us. But then again, probably that is going to tell us the level that we're at right now for Arsenal. To be worried about Wolves, I think we all should be scared of where we are right now as a club.
Yeah.
And next one for yourself, Herrick. The next time we are going to be talking about Chelsea, they would also have played another London rival, Watford, if you can call them your rival as well. So this will be played at the Stamford Bridge.
Yep.
I don't see any upset on the card as well.
Yeah. Keep the consistency going. We want to secure Champions League and secure that third place also. So yeah, fight and win. That's the only thing I want. Fight and win.
And also, I would really love to close the show. Again, one question for all of our guests today. All right, thank you so much. Again, apologies that you guys had to wait for a really long time. I just couldn't stop the Liverpool guys from talking. Again, but it's their time. It's their time, so they deserve all the space. And all the airtime that they actually should get. But then again, Herrick, right now, looking at Chelsea, whatever they have actually conjured up with, you should be rightfully confident for your Champions League hope. For yourself right now, do you go to bed, waking up in the morning with a smile on your face, totally again feeling convicted that yes, I am going to secure the Champions League spot as a Chelsea boy, from your perspective?
Yeah, as long as we're in the Champions League, I'm fine. That's it. As long as we're in the Champions League, I'm fine. And I'm just the only thing I'm waiting right now is for next season. Next season, it's time to challenge. Like I watched the previous video. Even Liverpool fans know. Next season is going to be a hell of a fight between even every club in the Premier League. That's all I'm waiting for. And the most important thing is, since today, Werner and Ziyech is our players. Much more happy. So next season, come on.
Come on, you Blues. Right. So thank you so much, Harry, for joining us again. Hopefully, we'll get more of you next week for Chelsea. Also, for those of you guys who are actually watching us live, if you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a true blue, come on, man. Speak to us. We would love to actually hear from you. So Harry has always been our resident Chelsea fan. We need more Blues, right, Harry? We need more of your khakis to join you, because sometimes you get cornered too much by Arsenal fans, huh? And also, you got a couple of Spurs as well. But then again, you always get cornered. But then again, you always man your fought really, really well. And why not? It's a good time to be a Chelsea fan as well. But thank you so much, Eric. Let's move on to Joel. Joel, rightly, again, this is for you as well. Good stuff. Europa coming in as well. You know, the pictures will be coming in thick and fast right now. I think we've actually posted this question for you. But then again, if you had to actually drop just one tournament right now, which tournament would you actually just gladly slip away?
Let's just say I don't want to drop anything, Barry. We have to go for all four fronts. All three fronts. We got to get the Champions League position. We got to win the FA Cup and win the Europa League. It's a big ask, but I think with the squad that we have, the players were injured before that, and we thought that we'll just go for the Champions League and probably just see if we can sneak in the FA Cup. But right now, everyone is back. Everyone is playing well. So why not just go for all three? Try to win the Europa League. I think the first leg we are winning 5-0. You can rest most of the players in the second leg. So I think that's good. We should be able to go to the quarterfinals, if I'm not wrong. And FA Cup we are in the FA Cup semi-finals. It's either a make it or break it. And we're not too far away from the fourth place. And right now, Chelsea is going up and Leicester is going down. So I think there's a lot of positiveness to take away from. So I don't intend to drop. But if I really need to drop something, I'd rather just drop the league. If it's too much to ask for, and I'd rather just play for the FA Cup or Europa League.
And then you end the day with 2 silverware in your trophy cabinet. I think that's
and then we can shut Liverpool up just a little bit by saying that they got more trophies than us.
Alamak, Joel.
I can take the whining of them winning the league. Let's just say that they've not knocked it off of our perch yet. So yeah.
Wow,
so
where did that come from? Because before this you were all calm, you're different, and then all of a sudden we talk about silverware and and United, and then Liverpool suddenly came into the contention again. You are a true United fan.
I just had to throw in some bantering to side Farid. You have not yet knocked us off our fucking perch.
Yes. All right. And also, Shafiq, for us right now, of course, no perch for us. No perks even for us this season. But then again, realistically, where do you see this season heading into? What will be the most realistic, most objective achievement for us now? The FA Cup, Europa?
If you ask me, just to win the FA Cup, hopefully we win the FA Cup, at least end the season high. Premier League, try to win the remaining games, or even not lose, try to draw and win. Just to secure that 7th spot, 6th spot. We will definitely miss Europa League, if you ask me. With that, at least we have a season break off. I think Chelsea had a season without a Europe before, and they managed to recuperate and perform well as well. So I'm hoping Arsenal to be the same as well.
Okay, and also this is a question that has been again thrown into the mix many times for Arsenal fans. Of course, we got different varying answers. But then for yourself, Shafiq, personally, individually, if you have to miss out on Europa in totality, would it be good for Arsenal sports when it comes to just building from scratch again?
Definitely the star players will leave. Aubameyang will leave. Ozil will also leave. Guendouzi might leave. So we need to rebuild the squad entirely. So, with the money coming in, will definitely be better. Even though we do not have any, TV rights, money coming in, But we need to rebuild the squad entirely. The mentality is not there, but Arteta is the right man, if you ask me. He just needs to get the proper assistant manager.
I see. Assistant manager is right now your biggest crowd. Okay, and also now
maybe get a Thierry Henry or someone Ljungberg or someone from Arsenal itself.
I see. And also as we speak right now, of course, the few hours ago, breaking news, Bukayo Saka has finally signed that thing.
Yes, 4
years. Yes, 4 years. Again, huge sigh of relief for us Arsenal fans.
Shafiq? Yeah, of course, yeah.
And could this have a ripple effect on players like Aubameyang to actually just pen to paper time for them?
Not really. It's just more of how Arsenal's trying to work their model. Like I mentioned earlier, the English model, trying to be like Spurs, and trying to play all the English players. Yeah, we try to be optimistic, playing the young players, holding, Tiny. But then again, play your best players. So at least the fans want to see that.
Yeah, of course. And again, me speaking as a fan, I truly believe in Mikel Arteta, although it must be said some of his team selection has been peculiar. Some of his, game management has been quite dubious at times. But then again, you can always look at this guy. He's always intense, the way he speaks about football. He always talk up a good game. Now it's for him to walk the talk. And especially during this summer, we hope for a flurry of activity. And not only that, I think Shafiq, we must be done in the right manner. Get the correct player.
Yes.
You know, that's it. And that should be again a good day in the office for us now. But then again, that's about it. Wow. Today we have actually stretched beyond the traditional time. I thought so when we actually invited, Liverpool fans, and also the non-Liverpool fans on board. We are at 2 hours and 14 minutes. For those of you guys who actually stuck throughout the whole 2 hours, big up, man, big up. If you have a wife, tell your wife, Anwari says that you deserve a full rub down today, a full massage, top to toe. Anything happen after that, do not share the information to me. That's too close for comfort. All right. But then again,
as well.
yes, Joel, but then just again keep it to themselves. It's too close for comfort for them to be sharing those details with me. All right, but then also I really, really want to thank you all. Shafiq, I hope to have more of you. You look like a bit of a feisty character. I know you're also active in the Arsenal fan page. All right, so I hope to see more of you as well. And also Harry,
top fan.
top fan. I think another fan is also Alexander Lee. You got to highlight that. He gets a little bit upset. And also Joel, as usual, sporting as ever. Also with Herrick, much love to all of you. And also I know that I actually owe you guys one. I think this is because of the giveaway. So I owe you the winner, the name of the winners, in fact. So right now, I will show you the video. It was done via the name generator. So this were the two names that actually came out. All right, who actually won the jerseys from us. So shorter_leg and also and also Muhammad Takif. If you're watching this, please do DM us personally. You guys have actually won yourself 2 free jerseys and more to come for next month. For those of you guys, yes. So for those of you who have not actually subscribed to us, please do so. That will actually help us, a long way in growing this content. And also, if you have not followed us through our IG, this is the best time. Do so. All right, so follow us on IG, Natural Studio, same handle, same thing as Facebook. We will have more of this, both YouTube and also Facebook Live. Next Wednesday, I shall see more of you guys. Until then, this is me, Anwari, Joel, Shafiq, and Herrick signing out. Take care, guys. Speak to you all again. Bye-bye.